All right, here we go. Okay. All right, we're gonna put this in here. There we go. What's up, guys? I was just gonna jump on just because uh Dale and them wasn't gonna do their uh their live tonight. I know Johnny and them's gonna do it, but uh and anybody that wants to go over and support Mr. Johnny and them, y'all go ahead. It's not a big deal. I'm just sitting here, have nothing to do, and I said, you know what? Why don't we just do a open mic and we can chat, carry on, whatever. So let's see who we got in here. We got Resourceful Living, Brian and Kathy. There's Old Pecan Homestead, Dakota and Shayla. Jennifer from Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Homesteading with the Laws. Hello. All right, Tony. What are you doing, Mr. Tony? Yeah. Scotty. Oh, there's my lovely wife, Miss Jessica. There's Ace. What's up? If he can bring. Hey, I done tried to get Brian and Kathy to bring their sawmill to the house. They said it was too far for them. I told them I'd give them all the lumber that they wanted. Let me get my hair, get where I can see my stuff. Let me see. Rendezvous. Hey, what's up, Musgrave Family Farm? Hmm. Okay, I'm back. Miss first. You didn't miss nothing, Jennifer. All I said was I I'm just sitting at work monitoring my screens, and um, Johnny and them said earlier that uh, Dale and Nana wasn't going to do a live. That Johnny and them was going to jump on and do it. And I don't want to jump on top of none of them. I don't. If any of y'all want to go watch Johnny and them, that's fine. I watched Johnny and them earlier, and I'll probably go back and rewatch it. But I said, I'm just going to jump on and we'll chit chat. We'll have an open mic. I dropped the link in the comments there, and anybody that wants to can join in and we'll just conversate or whatever. No big deal. So let's see where am I at here? Hey Tammy, can I get I'm not gonna roll. You're not gonna rule it out, huh, Brian? Okay. Well, like I said, you're more than welcome. We might figure out a way to get haul some lumber back or something. Uh, let's see. Oh, pecan ours isn't on a trailer, but I'm sure he could find a way. Yeah, I mean, Brian and them, I think theirs is a mobile one. I'm just so far away from Brian and Kathy. What's up, Country to Coast? Oh, open mic. There you go. You gonna sing, Crystal? Come on. I'll put you. I'll bigify you and let you sing it up. Everybody get them a laugh or enjoy it one. Yeah, they cost quite a bit more on wheels. I kind of been looking. I know I've been looking. I think I looked at the one that Brian and Kathy. I I think Brian can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was around $5,000. I said, really and truthfully, if you think about it, for um, for what you're getting and the money you'll save on lumber, you can make up $5,000 in a hurry. Jenny, what's up, Jenny? Do your live when it's convenient for you. Well, I do, but at the same time, I don't want to jump on top of nobody. I know. Thursday nights is the hangout that everybody does. And I'm actually going to try. I told Jessica we're going to try to start doing maybe like Mondays. I think the Monday that we done our giveaway worked out pretty good. We we didn't get on top of anybody. We followed up Nana and them with their what is it? I think digging in the word is what it is. And if that works, we're going to try to do it. So Mondays is kind of good for us. Kids don't really have anything going on. Um, like tonight, I am working nights. I'm at work, but even though I'm on here, I am doing my job. I'm monitoring my screens. So, but if something happens, I may have to go. Um, let's see. I got all addresses and seeds are ready to be mailed out Monday, but I don't. Yes, and on that one, Jennifer, um, if if you want to, we he is not in Canada. He is not in the U.S. Me and him's trying to work something out. But I will do if you want to. You can tell me. We can do the giveaway for a thing of seeds tonight. I can pull it up and we can give it to somebody that's in the live tonight if you would like to do that. If not, no big deal. Let me see. Where am I at here? Are we going to karaoke night? Hey, I'm not singing. Y'all, I would scare y'all off. Y'all would cut me off, end it in a heartbeat if I went to singing. Uh let's see. It ain't bad. I gotta try to catch up here. Yes, 5,000 with the trailer. I thought so, Brian. I had looked it up because in one of y'all's videos, um, I had got seen the model number and stuff, and I looked it up. How long of a board? I don't remember. How long of a log can y'all cut with that one, Brian? Let's see. We said we made our money back. Yeah, ours was like 2,700. But you said y'all, which I mean, I don't need a portable one either. I mean, I've got mine's one of them deals I could cut because I've been giving my trees away to a sawmill actually. Um, they've been just taking it and they talk about how good the lumber is. It doesn't, and I don't know. I mean, y'all on here, y'all know more about it than I do because I don't know absolutely anything about a sawmill. But um, they said something about it's no sap in it and the color of the wood and the way it cuts. I don't know. They love it, but the way I'd been doing it was um, I was just cutting the logs, and when they got a chance or needed it, they just come and I took a tractor or forklift and loaded on the trailer and off they went. Now they have a few times that I needed some lumber. Uh, they've let me get some lumber. Didn't charge me anything for it. Let's say, Trey, if we had just bought the mill, yeah, yeah, but that's what I was thinking. The same thing, Brian. I figured just with the price of lumber. Angie, is Angie in here? Is Angie on? Okay, Angie may be on with Tony, huh? I'll sing if you have if you have to leave. There you go. There you go. You can just jump on, Crystal, and you can sing and you can keep them all entertained while I go do what I need to go do. Sounds good. I really had a feeling he was. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't ask him where he was from yet, but like I said, we're gonna try to work something out. I told him that he did get on. I did check him out. He is a subscriber that has been subscribed for a little bit. So I told him that we was going to try and do something. 22 inches around. Okay, Brian. Um, how long? I hope I didn't miss it. How long of a log can you cut with it? What's up, Scotty? Okay, I'm sorry. I just hadn't caught up in the chat yet. Gotcha. We were able to cut 16 foot. 16 foot is plenty. So let's see. Give away 3 packs of rainbow carrot seeds. They're over 350 seeds in the pack, Canada, US, but no double winners or anyone who already won that. Okay, we'll do that in a minute, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Yep, yep. I agree. I'm telling y'all, the other night that happened, it just blows my mind at all the multiple winners we had. Ice baby all the way. It's totally worth it. We can only do up to a 10-foot six, but 10-foot six is plenty long. I mean, the only thing with me is whether you want to cut like a 6x6 or something like that to make your main runners out of. Depending on the elevation, I may have to run the mountain. You know. Yeah. Let's see, where are we at? Where am I at? I'm trying to get to the bottom here. If you're cutting pine, you're going to have sap, but you're going to have saws, which are grubs that just trying to eat the whole thing. Ah, well, I don't know what the deal is with this that we got, but very important to always say, mate. Yeah, I know, and I'm learning all that, Jennifer. I will make sure the next time we do a giveaway, like my next big giveaway that we're going to do is going to be at the 4,000 subscriber mark. So, I mean, not subscriber, 4,000 watch hours, and I've still got a ways to go on that. So that's kind of why I decided to just jump on here and take advantage of Nana and them and Dale not doing their live tonight. Let's see. It was supposed to say I'll let you. Oh, Wanda. What's up, Miss Wanda? Okay, I am finally at the bottom of the chat. Okay. Uh, I did drop the link. I believe I dropped the link right. So anybody that if anybody wants to jump on and chit chat, anybody is welcome. No big deal. But anyway, um, let me see. Wanda, thanks for supporting me. Okay, but yeah, we as far as the log stuff goes, I mean, if you can do 16 foot with that one y'all got for 50 something hundred, man, that is good, Brian. Because we want to build a. We've been weighing the differences between building a tiny house ourselves or buy one of these pre-made buildings, just more or less to shell and uh, finish it out ourselves, just to have somewhere for the kids to stay back behind the house, like back there where we have the um, uh, cows at. We have when me and Jessica first got married back there, we were uh, had a trailer house when we first got married back there, and so all the hookups are still there. Let's see, please. Joe, I'm sure, Luke, that Joe is probably over on uh, Johnny and Christie's live. They was jumping on Dale and I call her Nana all the time. I can't think of what her real name is, but they do they call them Thursday night hangouts, and it's like 4 channels that do a live. And so I'm sure that Joe's over there with them because Joe and them are part of that. So like I said, I'm good with that. Like I said, I just jumped on to just because I didn't have nothing going on right now. Trying to move the kids out so they can party. Yeah, I hear you. If we was to move the kids back there, it wouldn't help anything because that house that we're wanting to build ain't gonna be but um like 300 yards back behind our house. It's not going to really help us. Junode Acres Homestead. I hope I say that right. Only stopped. Let's say howdy all, but heading off to sleep now. Well, hey, thank you for stopping by. So I think it's pretty late there where y'all are at right now. Let's see, Trey, what do you? We live in Louisiana. We're from well, technically, I don't really have a town that we live in. We're outside, but it's close to a town called Winsboro, Louisiana. That's where we're at. We're in the northeast Louisiana. Nana is Lisa. I keep forgetting that, Joey. Thank you. I mean, Jenny. Trey, what do you? Okay. Right on. So, so I can build my kids one. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It's got to be cheaper. I like. I mean, I watch Brian and Kathy and the Laws and I mean all that. Man, it's the lumber is basically free in my case because I have all the trees. I have. I don't know. I've probably got 7 acres, 8 acres of just thick, big pine. There you go, Tony. Appreciate it, man. So you can tell Johnny and them I'm not trying to jump on top of nobody. And I just like I said, I was just trying to take the opportunity and being that Nana and them not doing it. And I know Johnny M's just doing it to help fill that spot. So okay. Me telling to them. Oh, Crystal said, tell y'all what she did this weekend. Oh, I told her to make me a short about it. Crystal, which is my sister on here, for y'all that don't know, she got drawn for the alligator hunt, and she can put in the comment here. How I don't know. She didn't tell me the links. All I know is there's some 2 really big gators that they caught. So out of they all put in for hunts, and she's the only one that got drew because down here in North Louisiana, it's not like South Louisiana. South Louisiana, there's gators everywhere, and we have lots of gators here too. But it's one of them deals. They don't allow you to just have an open season on them. They draw a certain amount of people, and that's it. And I think Crystal could put it in here, but I believe she said that she had to be the one to pull it in the boat. My brother-in-law Tommy could. Um, he could do all the set the hooks and do everything, but I believe she had to. So how long were they, Crystal? What is this is Dakota. Shayla is the boss in there. There you go. Hey, I'm sorry, Xander. I'm sorry. I said I'm not doing it. I didn't do it like on purpose or nothing. I mean, I guess technically I did, but I'm not trying to jump on. I don't. I mean, I don't want to pull nobody away from Johnny and them. I'm not. I'm not trying to do that. No, he knows, but I will be here. Okay. All right. Good deal. Well, tell him. Tell him just don't be mad at me. I'm not trying it. I didn't know Trey was your brother. Hi again, Luke. We're hoping to start building a tiny home in spring of next year. That's what we're milling all the lumber for. Gotcha. I was going to recommend looking into whose planes out young. I must have missed something there, Dakota. Or you talking to somebody else with the Crystal Hay. What size was it, Crystal? Have I yeah, I haven't got there yet. Hardly moved still today. How long were they? What's up, Tina and Eric from Rainy Ridge? Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Let's see. Grew up where I'm at. Grew up in Florida. Granddaddy had a pond. that attracted gators, we would be playing outside and only would come up to water. Look up, Trey. What do you mean look up? What? Cholesterol was mentioned with rabbits, so I've been researching. Yeah, the cholesterol. I know, like you talking about cholesterol. I know you're talking about rabbits, but like with these longhorn cattle, the they say the cholesterol in the longhorn cattle meat is less than in any others. That's what supposedly makes the longhorns um, more healthy. I can stay. I'm sick still. Oh gosh, COVID. Bless you, Wanda. Yep. Everybody hit the like button. Oh, hang on. We got there's Jenny. No, I don't know what. Uh, can't stay.
Hey, 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 y'all.
Hey, Jenny. Yeah, I was sick. Wanda. It's probably been now about 2 weeks ago. I'm telling you, they tested me.
Hey, Trey from our Louisiana life. Our wonderful
Hey,
friend
Jenny.
Trey. Everybody loves Trey. Give it up for Trey, everybody.
Well, I don't know if
Yeah, I
everybody
just
loves
want to.
Trey.
Yes, we all love you. Come on now. I just wanted to come up here and shout out what you were just talking about the Homestead Thursday night Homestead Hangouts. And the
Yeah.
lineup starts with Gillum Farms.
Yep.
And after that, it's White Rock with Jason and Tara, White
Yep.
Rock Homestead. And then Not for Nothing Homestead with Joey and Ginger. And then after, they'll be rounding out with 9 Acre Family Farm, which is Dale and Nana Lisa. But tonight, they had September with Lazy Days Ahead, Jesse and Lisa. We're co-streaming with Mennonite Farms Farmhouse and with Leanne over at Mennonite, and it was for September. So they had that going. They just wrapped up, and I was helping out over there. They just wrapped up just a little bit ago, and I saw Nana come in, Nana Lisa. They were driving. They popped in there for a little while, but I see Rainy Ridge in here.
Yep.
Hey, Tina and Eric. Tony and Angie. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
So
So
that would
Crystal,
be Thursday night homestead hangouts.
there you go. Give them a little advertisement there, Jenny. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so
So,
welcome.
but yeah, Crystal's alligators that she caught. Oh, she caught three. I thought it was just two. Crystal. She caught a
Hey,
11 foot
Crystal.
7, 11 foot 4, and a 7 foot 1 gator. And
Hey, Scotty.
I'll have to get some pictures. I told her to. She needs to send me the video. She made a short and posted it on TikTok. And
Is
she
that
said,
your
I
sweet
need to.
sister I met the first night?
Yes, that was Crystal. She was on there that first night.
Yeah. Hey,
There you
Crystal.
go. Good job, Ace. That's it. Y'all check people out. But I think sugar is very surplus. Yeah,
Do you,
sugar in Dakota is bad for everything. I'm sorry, what, Jenny?
Juno Acres Homestead wants to know, do y'all clean your own gators?
Do we hang on? Do we?
Do y'all clean your own gators? That's exactly how they
Yes,
worded it.
yes, they did. They did. Like I said, I wasn't there. That was my sister got Drew Crystal, and um they did. They cleaned it. They do everything. So if I know my brother-in-law, he's probably processed it and all. They have everything. They can do the whole works.
Crystal said, yes, we did. That's a
Yep,
10-4.
yep. Took hours because they were so big. Yeah, those pictures that you sent me, they were huge. Tampa Bay Lightning fan, then fan I like hockey. Who is the Tampa Bay Lightning? I mean, I
In
don't. I mean, I'm a
Florida.
Well, I know that, but I mean, that ain't a football? Tampa Bay, is that
That's
what
hockey,
sport?
I believe.
Hockey. Okay. I'm not a hockey person, so I didn't know. Yep, Tiger bait
Yeah,
for a year. That's right.
she's laughing.
Mm. Funny movie, City Slickers 1 and 2. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Hi, Tina and Eric. Okay. Everybody chatting, but
I see Scotty in there from Lung Cross. Hey,
yeah.
Scotty. Hey, Karen, Flash Ministries.
Yeah, I don't know what they
Them
did.
two
What
is
did y'all
like
do
peas
with the
and
skin,
carrots.
Crystal? Like peas and carrots, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have enough ice here to do anything that fall through. I don't know. Like I say, Crystal, how did y'all clean them? Did they skin them? I'm sure they probably skinned them with a knife. I know a lot of them I've seen people do before. They just basically split them and just work it around. But I mean, I know you can take like an air and get underneath the skin and or the hide and blow air and so yeah, there you go. Yes, she did. So I guess they did use the air.
There's Shayla and Dakota from Old
Yeah.
Pecan Homestead. Hey, y'all.
I think deer meat for dinner used air, but not stale cracker. He skinned with a knife. Yeah, the ones I've seen people do before, they do it with a knife. They just basically split them under the belly. I guess that's kind of the softest spot, and they just work their way around.
Made it much
Ate it. Yeah,
easier, Crystal says.
yeah. I've seen people do it with deer. I mean, I've seen people take deer and blow around at the hide before, and it just blows all that out, loosens the skin up.
We have to be sensitive. Some of our listeners are vegetarians and all that, pescatarians. So, read Jennifer
I'm
Ocean
sorry.
says, I can't even listen to this. I have a hard time even eating chicken, she says.
I'm sorry, Jennifer.
Well, bless your
I'm
heart.
sorry. Oh, let me see
And
here. I'm gonna get
Brian and
this.
Kathy. Hey, Brian and Kathy.
Yep, yep, Miss Brian and Kathy. That is good people. If y'all haven't checked them out, do it. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to get this StreamYard tool pulled up here. And we're gonna
Mhm.
give away the seeds.
Give it away, give it away, give it
Give it
away
away, give it
now.
away.
Lazy days ahead. Jesse and Lisa's recording is in my head when you said that. There's almost a green acre and Musgrave Family Farm.
And I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. We will give a cap away tonight. How about that? We'll give a cap away. Everybody jumped on. I'm gonna my caps will still be here, but we're gonna do a cap tonight as well too.
Welcome, country to coast. Welcome on in. They
Yeah.
love to eat fried gator tail.
So all right, let me see
Tastes like
here.
chicken.
Hey, it tastes like chicken. It does.
You have to cut it really thin, slice it real thin, and get it crunchy.
Yep.
Luke says he has fried gator. It's good. I never had baked or grilled.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gator is I know some people don't think nothing about it, but I'm telling you that the gator
mm-hmm.
is really good.
Scotty
All right, let me
loves
see.
to win one of your baseball caps, Trey. He's already on it. He's ready to go.
Well,
He's ready.
we fixing to get it here. Let's see here. Pop up live.
Tina from Rainy
Let's
Ridge and
do.
Eric says, ooh, fried gator is awesome.
All right. So,
Oh, Luke, we don't worry about spelling over here.
all
Rednecks and
right, we're gonna
hillbillies, we
leave.
don't worry about spelling.
We're gonna leave that checked. Yeah. Hey, look, the way we talk and all, trust me.
Southern talk.
It,
Don't worry
yeah,
about
that's Southern
spelling and
talk.
all that. We
I
can we
catch
can
I
make it
catch
out.
all kind of stuff. Yep. I catch all kind of issues with my talking.
We can make it out. Even if it's your phone's fault, we got you.
That's right. That's right. All right,
Ooh,
so
Brian
we're
and
gonna
Kathy
do.
says a cap and seed sounds great. They're ready.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're gonna do it, and it's only going to be for the seeds. We're gonna be just one person. Jennifer said we're gonna give away 3 things of seeds, and you can only win one time. But when it comes to the cap, everybody will be able to uh, win the cap. So here we go. Anybody that wants to get in for the seeds, let's
You
do
want me to do a
hashtag
stop and start? Any of
seed.
our moderators in here? You want any of our moderators in here to do who wants to do the stop and who wants to do the start? Do we have any
Hey, look, it
volunteers?
ain't, when I hit start collecting, it's gonna start, people can just start putting it in, and when I get ready, I'm gonna hit draw, and that stops it. It don't matter, you keep putting there or not. So here we go, we're
All
gonna
right,
put it
y'all
in right
heard
now.
him.
There you go. Hashtag seeds. All right, what have I missed in the chat here? I love baseball caps. Yep, we've got uh caps. They should be here. I'm hoping the caps are here before Pinecone Fest is what I'm really hoping. Black and Gator tastes like, look, I like Gator anyway, Dakota. It ain't I hadn't ate Gator no way that wasn't good.
Y'all that's coming in, if you'd like to enter, please do hashtag seeds.
Yep, hashtag seeds, just the way it's on the screen right now. Yeah. Don't worry. I misuse a lot of words, Dakota. Well, I'm assuming it was Dakota and Shayla there, but hashtag I won't care.
Crystal says everyone needs the Encyclopedia of Cajun and Creole
Oh,
Cuisine by Chef John Folsey. It's the Louisiana dream of recipes. It's huge
yep.
and worth every penny.
Yep. Canada and US only, guys, which I think everybody that's in here is Canada and US only. All right. We got eight entries right now, guys. Gonna give it just a few more seconds there. What about a pound of beef giveaway? I guess I could give a pack of fresh hamburger away, but Jessica might get on to me because we're starting to get low. And
Roll that beautiful bean footage, says Luke.
well,
Hey, there's homesteading with the laws.
and go. All right. So who's gonna get the first thing of them here? Hey, homesteading with the laws. There
Yee
you go.
homesteading with the laws. You have won. Hashtag seeds.
So I think I have y'all's address,
We-
and Jennifer may already have y'all's address. It's the most amazing cookbook ever.
Would you
Treasure
like them
House.
to email you or would you like them to email
They
Jennifer?
can, they can, if you want to, you can email me or just email me and I can email Jennifer. Unless Jennifer, if you want to drop your email or whatever,
Email?
they can.
Mhm.
Yep, that'll be fine. It does not matter to me. Either way, whatever makes life easier on everybody. I'm easy to roll with there.
Mhm.
So, all right, let's go ahead. We're just going to do another thing of seeds. Last thing we're going to give away will be the cap when we get ready to do that.
Trey, what's your email again? It's our Louisiana Life at
Yeah, it's our
gmail.com.
Louisiana Life 318 at
That's right.
gmail.com.
Okay. So I'll
So,
put that. Any moderators help me put that in chat or I'll put it in our Louisiana Life 318
yep, yep. Our Louisiana Life 318.
at Gmail,
Okay.
correct?
Yes, at gmail.com. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. All right.
Okay. All right, there's the next one right there. All right, start collecting. Yeah, I hope to see everybody at Pinecone Fest.
Mhm.
We can't wait to meet some of the folks that we've been uh talking to now for so long. We've been a lot of y'all. It's been 3 months. Yeah. Oh, there's Xander back. He's popping in. Sorry, let's see. Okay. Well, yeah, all winners email. There you go. Email me. All right, we got 6 entries in. You still listening? Hey, I got you, Xander. Hey, I understand, man. I appreciate you jumping in and being here.
Crystal, she's so cute. Oh yeah.
All right. What are we
Angelica,
rolling for this time? It's another pack of seeds. I was just gonna give away the one pack of seeds that was from the other night that a guy from another country won. And Jennifer just graciously said give away 3. So, and then I'm going to give away a cap when we get through.
Trey, Luke wants to know what we're rolling for right now.
That's what I was telling him. We're doing seeds this time.
Seeds, Luke, seeds. Hashtag
Boy,
Jennifer.
boy, Tony, you got a lot going on there. All right, here we go.
Johnny in my
We
left
fixing to
ear,
draw.
you in my right.
Yep. So tell me, which one's better, Tony? Hey, Luke. There you go, Luke. So email me, and I will get that to Miss Jennifer. Yeah. Oh, Tony's the man. He can do it. That man, he used to work for NASCAR. He's got to be smart there.
Tony gets her done.
Yeah, that's right. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk to Tony about some of this NASCAR stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sage. Okay. Well, who you want to go to, Luke? You make the call. If you want to donate them, your call. Hey, at Old Pecan. Musgrave. Okay. There you go. So Musgrave Family Farms. Y'all shoot me an email. Well, I think I actually have y'all's email. So I've got it. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to do the next one. And then we're going to wait a minute and we're going to give away the cap. Giveaway tool here. I will talk. Well, don't worry, Tony. Jessica tells me I talk too much too. Jessica hates going anywhere with me. So, because she says it don't matter where I go, there's always somebody I know. All right, we're going to do for this one. Let me get it shared over here. So, we got it. We're going to go hashtag Luke is going to be the one for this, and this will be for the third and final package of the rainbow carrots that Miss Jennifer from Jennifer Ocean Homestead had. Like I said, this is going to be strictly for the U.S. and Canada gas, which I know we're pretty much everybody in here is U.S. and Canada.
Hashtag Luke, y'all. Hashtag
Yep.
Luke.
Hashtag Luke, just like what's on the screen. She
Hey, there's Treasure Hunter Neil. Hey, y'all.
tells me really stop. Don't worry, Jessica. Do it. Look, Tony, Jessica she just leaves me. She'll just walk off. and just leaves me talking. Same with Brian, knows everyone. Lord, we all get together at Pinecone Fest. It might be bad. Hey, where are we at? Who is near? Be able to last 24 hours without speaking? Huh? Not me. I'd blow up.
20 watching. We should have 20 tagging, y'all.
That's right.
That's
Tell
right.
them,
Heard
Tony.
that.
Tell
Heard
them.
that.
All right, we got 4 entries there. I'm glad his computer is tied to the desk because he walked miles. Yeah. I hey, don't tell me I can't now. I can pick this thing up. I can flip it over. This is one of those what they call it a
Where's
yoga.
Brenda, Trey? Where's
No,
Brenda's
I'm
tail?
I'm not at home tonight. I'm sitting at work right now.
Oh, that's right. You know what
Yeah.
Trey does? He's working through the whole night.
Yep. 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 I'll be here till about 7:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna work over a little. I come in early today, and
Hashtag Luke, y'all. Hashtag Luke.
yep, I come in early today, and I'm working late in the morning so I can go to brother's football game
So you're amazing.
tomorrow night.
You get
All
her
right,
done, Trey.
here we go. We fixing to draw.
Hey, Lori. How y'all doing? He's not giving Luke away.
Lori Carp. There
What
we
in the
go.
world? Hashtag Luke. And here we are.
Yep. All right, Miss Lori, if you
If
will
y'all didn't
email
get in
me.
on this one, y'all could get the next one. Oh, congratulations,
Yep.
Lori Carp.
Yep. That's it.
Can one of the
So
moderators drop down Trey's email? It's rlouisianalife318@gmail.com. Thank y'all.
what's the job? What job you talking? You talking where I'm at, Dakota? Yep. So all we got, we'll give the cap away here in a few minutes. So yeah, well, I work for it's an oil and gas company. So I monitor I monitor a plant is what I do. So it's all pretty laid back and easy until something happens. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here right now. I'm doing this and I'm doing my job. Be right back. Angie calling me. Uh-oh. You know. Yep, but that's it. Y'all email me at our Louisiana Life 318@gmail.com. So who all in here is going to Pinecone Fest? I know Tony and them are. I know Resourceful Living is. I think Neil said they wasn't. But who else in here is going?
Thank you, Brian and Kathy, for dropping that email. All winners,
Yep, yep,
y'all email
yep.
rlouisianalife318@gmail.com.
Rainy Ridge is going to be at Pinecone Fest.
Mm-hmm. Y'all, I gotta head up. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna go and make my rounds over to,
All
where
right,
over there,
Jenny.
and I'm going to. Then I have to drive. I'm not done for the night. Can you believe this, y'all? I have another. I'm driving. I'm gonna be driving about 2 hours. So keep me all in your prayers.
All right, Jenny, we'll do it. Appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, and I'll
Yeah.
reach out to y'all later, and we'll see y'all
Okay.
soon.
All right. Thank you.
I'll pop in later if you're still on, Trey. But
No. Okay.
thank y'all, and Crystal too.
Let's
Y'all
see.
so sweet. Y'all so sweet.
There's Dakota. What would you say? We got a Cushing pipeline near us. I tried to get into some companies, but it's tough. That whole town relies on the pipeline. Yeah. It's some of these jobs are they're hard to get. It's sometimes as bad as you hate to say. It's more who you know. than what, when it comes down to it. So you might, yeah, 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 yep. I'll monitor gas. Is yes, indeed. Howdy, Neil. Hey, Jenny. Let me see. Let me get back to the bottom. Okay. So once again, guys, anybody wants to jump in, feel free to. So that's kind of the whole reason. I'll post the link back down here again. I don't know if it's across the top of the screen, so I'll post it. And like I said, anybody's welcome. If you want to come in and chit chat and talk, we'll get to it. Hello, Beverly. How are you tonight? Like I said, we're gonna give away a cap. I have 3 colors that are ordered right now. I have a charcoal gray and white with our logo on it, and they're the leather patch hats, is what they are. Then I have the fluorescent yellow uh, cap with the charcoal gray across the front here and the fluorescent yellow, and then I have the green, that green that's back here and charcoal in the front. So I've got those 3 colors ordered. In the leather patch, it'll be a patch, like this one, but leather with the engraving in it. Oh, I'm sorry, Beverly. I used to deliver glass sand to the Cushing Tank Farm. Cushing Tank Farm. Where is that at, Neil? Cushing. Now I think Neil said they wasn't gonna make it to Pinecone Fest. It's what he told me. He can might be different. We talked the other day, I think, when he emailed me. There we go, right there. Yeah. I'm gonna be interested to see. They say it'll be a pretty good thing. So we're going to, me and Jessica are we're gonna take a whole bunch of ice cream uh makers and gonna see if we can borrow some. Matter of fact, Crystal, if you have 1 or 2 ice cream makers, we may borrow them too, because I I decided that I was gonna go, or we was gonna go to Pinecone Fest and make homemade ice cream for everybody. So if you have any extra ice cream makers, Crystal, I could use them. I'm gonna go to Mama's and I'm gonna get hers too. So hopefully when I go, I can take I don't know. Hopefully I can take about 6 or 7 with me at least. I think we have 3 or 4 we have at the house. Save me from space with yeah. Well, I got the caps, the bright, 2 bright colors. I kind of like bright colors, especially green. Green's kind of my color I've always liked. Yep. To your email soon, our winner's place. Yeah. Yep. Y'all email me. If anybody that won the seed, guys, y'all email me. So let me see here. Let me just jump on here and see if we can we'll do a cap. I can donate some goods too. What goods you gonna donate, Chris? You gonna give me some ice cream making goods? You can go. You can just go with us and help make the ice cream. That's gonna be a lot of ice cream to make. I was hoping you'd be there to show me. Yeah. Hey, I got a metal detector too and don't have a clue how to use it. I was trying to find a corner and could not. It kept picking up everything. I don't know what I had right, what I had wrong. I don't have a clue. I finally just called the surveyor back out, let him come show me. And then he charged me for it. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead. I know I see people, which I know a lot of people's jumping back and forth between this live and Johnny and them. But let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and give away hashtag cap. All right, we're gonna uncheck that way anybody can win. Yes, ice cream supplies. Gotcha. That'll be fine. Did successfully find my error. We can't hardly shoot into the hay bales because man, if you hit a soft spot, it will disappear on you. Yeah, hey, we can go do that. We'll go do that anytime you get ready. We'll go throw it off a bridge or whatever people do. All right, let's go. Start collecting. Y'all give me some hashtag caps. Johnny who? Um, Johnny from my gosh, you just Gillum Farms. Johnny Gillum from Gillum Farms. They have a live going right now. So I know some people's just jumping back and forth from it. All right, got 7 entries. Yep. Yeah, I know, Miss Kathy. I had a brain fart for a second. Thank you. All right, 11 entries. We have 18 people watching. So I don't know if there's multiple channels. We'll give it some time. You, we may not want to know what we find at the big cities, Dakota. It was supposed to be. Yeah, you get some of our bigger cities close to us. I mean, no telling. All right, 14 entries, 17 watching right now. Give it just a second longer. All right. Well, here we go. Who's it gonna be? Luke. Daggum. Well, there you go. I guess there's um the good deed of donating the seeds there. Congratulations, Luke. So you can email me or I mean I guess you're right here close. So when they come in, I can let you know and I can just meet you somewhere and give it to you. Give it to Scotty, please. All right. Well, there you go. And I do believe, Scotty, uh, hello, old man King Homestead. You just missed us giving away a cap. A video manifestation. We need to do some more of that, yeah. Hey, we might can do that at Pinecone Fest. You reckon there's anything out there we can find with a magnet? All right, Scotty. I think I have your email. I mean your address and stuff too. I think. Didn't you send it to me? Right? I think didn't you win something the other night? I don't remember exactly, but I think you did. But if not, just send me an email with your address. Um, yep. Yep, we got 19 in here now. Dadgum, guys. Okay. Like I couldn't remember. I was thinking you may have won something the other night. You bringing it? Good deal. That'll work, Dakota. I've never done that before. Yep, that'd be awesome. I have an underwater drone in my Amazon cart. Hey, I think you need to order that. Does it have a camera on it, Crystal? I don't I don't guess I've seen Dakota's. I'm gonna have to go look at it tonight because I don't think I have seen the magnet fishing video. And I've never done it. We have bridges everywhere around here with creeks, canals, anything. And I'm telling you, the way people are around here, they throw everything away. I'm gonna have to go look that up, Crystal. I have never heard of a submarine deal doing that. An underwater drone. I call it a submarine, but an underwater drone. I'm gonna have to look that up tonight. Check the rules on metal detail in state park. Look, wait, it'll be okay. Look, we'll it's just a string with a magnet on it. We'll tell them we're holding a trot line or something. We'll tell them I'm from Louisiana and Dakota's from Oklahoma. We don't know no better. It's a massive. Gotcha. Yeah, bridges out. We're good here. Hello, I've checked about magnet. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people. A lot of people around here that's done that magnet fishing. Around here, it better be enough turn loose because they don't tell how many. You may have a washing machine or a dryer or something photocross you might hook into. Yeah, I'll help her. We'll go. We'll go throw it. You have the perfect bridge, just waiting on someone. Well, when you want to go, we'll go make a video about it. We'll make us a video and put it out there. I fish a lot on Belf River, sometimes Lake Providence. Yeah, I ain't been fishing. It's been years since I've been fishing. As far as, well, I say that, I take it back. We went white perch fishing last year. Me and a buddy. We fish. We got 2 ponds at the house. We fish in them on a regular basis. But as far as just going fishing, heck, I don't hardly have time. Stay so busy doing everything else. Oh, and y'all mama, which I know I said some in the live last night and when I was on, and we talked. I think we talked about there tonight, but mom had her knee surgery this morning, and everything went well. She's already walked. Just not long after surgery today, she was fussing because her TV wouldn't work in her room. I think at one point she sent me a picture. I think she had 3 nurses in there working on her TV, trying to get her TV to work. So they'll be there if they start. Oh, I think Crystal can correct me, but good night, Rainey, Tina, and Eric. Thank y'all for stopping by. Um, but I think she starts either tomorrow or the next day. They're gonna start physical therapy, so they'll be there for 2 weeks. They flew. I dropped them off at the airport the other morning at like 5 o'clock, and yeah, Miss Vicky, that's Mama. But anyway, I dropped them off at like 5 o'clock at the airport the other morning, and they flew out, and they'll be got there for 2 weeks, and then they're gonna fly back. So I guess they're expecting her knee to be doing really good in 2 weeks for her to be able to fly back. So she's already had one knee replacement, and she bounced back from that thing like a champ. So I told him I need to do a knee replacement. I just don't know if there's ever a good time to do it. All right, Country to Coast. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, the Monroe Airport, Luke, has really they've made it nice. I mean, for a smaller airport is what it is. So, well, good deal. Yeah, I mean, it has. They've done a ton of upgrades to it. It does. It looks really good. Well, I don't down south Louisiana. They got hit pretty hard. Uh, I think around close to New Orleans area, it tore up a few things, but it wasn't just bad. Here, we barely got any rain off the hurricane here. So this last one that went through Florida, it tore up Florida pretty good. Yeah, North Carolina. I've seen some of the video of the North Carolina. It's pretty bad. They stole my seat cushion. What did I miss? Who stole the seat cushion? Yeah. So, help. And Xander's back. They still going strong over there, Xander? Well, we ain't gonna be long. I'm gonna jump off here. Like I said, I just wanted to. It's so awful. We have some from here flying. They're in choppers to help. Yeah. Yep. Still going strong. I'm gonna have to go over and check them out when I get through here. So, like I said, I just wanted to jump on a minute and do a open mic and give anybody a chance that wanted to jump on and chit chat. I need to do on the phone with friend. Oh no, that's not good, man. Brain cancer is never. That's never cancer just in general, man. It's just horrible. We had a we have someone that's here they just found today. Got a mass on their lungs today, and it's not good for them neither. Monroe Airport, I left in the rental. I called. They said they had. I got back to get it was gone. Huh? Imagine that. Yep, man, that stuff is bad. Coming soon. Magnet fishing. For me and Trey trying to fight over the magnet. No. I'll let you throw it. I'm just gonna sit back and be the video person. I won't even say nothing. I'm gonna let you run the show. We, no, I ain't looking to get in one of them Amy Amy lives tonight. No, they're closing down. Who's closing down? Johnny and them is closing down. If Johnny and them's closing down, we're gonna have to hang on a minute. Ain't gonna tell who might pop over. So, Dakota, Shayla, y'all still on here? I hadn't seen y'all commenting a little bit, so I didn't know if y'all were still on here or not. My first live was 3 hours and 45 minutes. Well, yeah, but that was kind of an accident. I mean, I was trying to learn how to use this StreamYard stuff. And it worked because I mean I've got it figured out pretty good. So hey Joe, what's up? I'm not Crystal. I promise. I will sit right there, and I'm just gonna hold the video and try to keep from laughing at you trying to pull in whatever. Joe is from Eastern Iowa. Accidents happen. Yeah, yeah, they do. They do. Like I said, I don't. I like to talk. I don't mind talking to anybody. I get to talking really. I get somebody on screen. I really get to talking and carrying on and run when the popos. Nah, we ain't got to worry about the cops. They ain't gonna. They ain't gonna do nothing to us. Yeah, that'll be cool there, Ace. Yeah, I've watched a good many of your videos. Just remember that chat. I know. I get it. I enjoy it. I just get caught up sometimes. You watch, I go looking down, watching for the next thing to pop up. But like I said, yeah, I can't wait. Joe, are you I don't know, y'all. You're pretty good a little ways. Are you coming to Pinecone Fest, Joe? Well, we'll have to do it when I get off this time. I will. Me and Crystal will go do Mac, which I don't have much time. When I get off this, I work off Thursday morning because I'm working nights right now, of course, and then Thursday evening, me and Jessica and whichever of the kids want to go, we're gonna go to um, St. Francisville, Louisiana, and go down and meet a guy with well, two guys. We raise German short-haired pointers, and our female this time only had two puppies, and they're going to be ready to go to their forever home when I get off. So we're going to make a trip down to St. Francisville and deliver those or meet them guys. One of them is going to be going down to Lafitte, Louisiana, which is way down on the other side of New Orleans. And the other one is going to be going to Opelousas, Louisiana. So we're going to meet Paul Case. Yes, sir, it is. It's an open mic, but we're going to be going down to St. Francisville. We're going to meet them that evening at like 7:30, and we're going to um, um, give them the puppies, and we're going to eat at a place down there that Jessica really likes called the Francis, and it's a really good place. And then we're going to come back, and then Friday we'll have football games Friday night, and I'm not sure. Oh, hang on, I'll share the link with you. Um, Friday night we'll have football games, and then we're going to get up early Saturday morning and drive to um, Mount Vernon for Pinecone Fest, and we're going to stay at Pinecone Fest uh, Saturday night, and then uh, we're going to uh, stay Saturday night there and drive. We'll go back to Pinecone Fest Sunday, and then we'll come home Sunday night sometime. echoing. I'm echoing? I think I repeated myself. That's what it was, Xander. Oh boy. Y'all get prepared here. Here comes a story here, I'm sure.
That's better.
What are you doing, Mr. Paul Case?
Everybody turns on just the right lights whenever they do this. We have to shut one off so nobody gets blinded by the glare off my forehead.
Oh,
How's Trey?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I told him I had to I just decided to jump on and do me a quick live tonight. Have I missed anything? I don't know if I missed anything when I was talking a while ago. I wasn't looking. Oh, Joe's not gonna make it to Pinecone Fest. His vehicle's down.
I looked and it's 5 hours and 15 minutes for me to drive down there.
I think we're like 4. I think we're 4 hours, give or take. We looked at which we went to Pinecone. We went not to Pinecone Fest. We went to Mount Vernon. Been probably about 3.5, 4 months ago, and done a preg checking school for cattle. I went done. So we went down there then. I think Mount Vernon. Let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up and I can tell you. But I think it's about 3.5, 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Mount Vernon, Texas. Let's see here. Yeah, 4 hours.
Yeah.
So anywhere from 3 hours and 52 minutes to 4 hours and 55 minutes, depending on the trip I take.
My wife, I love her. She bought a what is your car? It's a Jeep Renegade. And I told her after driving it a few times, I didn't care for it. I didn't like it as well as what we had. And that's all right. I don't have to drive it, right? But we decided to take it to Wichita, Kansas. No, it wasn't Wichita. It was South Hutchinson, Kansas, which is farther than Wichita. When I had bought an electric motor out there on Purple Wave or somewhere. We was thinking, well, we might just drive out there and we might just find us a place, spend the night, and come back the next morning. And we went, picked up this motor, made it there on time, and drove around a little bit. And we located this really nice looking place to stay. And I thought, yeah, that might be where it is. And I'm like, I've always heard y'all drive around the block a couple times. We drove down past it 2 blocks and it's the ghetto. I mean, it was really, really rough looking. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't all that far home. So we just decided to come back home. She got a backache from the seat. The passenger seat has not been set in that car enough that it even has any give to it. And we had to stop halfway home and buy a bottle of painkillers because she couldn't stand it. And I was, the driver's seat wasn't nearly as bad. I should have just switched her, but she didn't want to drive. So, yeah, I don't know and that might put us to driving the old feed truck 5.5 hours. That's punishment it don't deserve, you know.
Punishment that feed truck don't deserve.
Yeah, or anybody meeting it.
Yeah, let me look, Scotty. I'll see if it went through. Let me make sure. We done you wasn't over here, Mr. Paul, but we done some giveaways.
Well,
yeah.
I'm always just a little bit slow on them giveaways.
Yeah, and look, I just for you, I cut it off where you couldn't win but one time.
Yeah, how'd you figure out how to do that? And Jesse can't figure that out.
Hey, well, I guess he figured if he done that, people would jump off after they won one time or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep. So Miss Jennifer was nice enough. I was just gonna give away a thing of seeds that had a guy that wasn't Canada or US the other night won. And then she told me to give away 3. And I said, well, heck, so then I give away a cap. So yeah. Okay, yeah. So far, Scott, I have not got an email from you. I got an email from Miss Lori Carp, but I have not got an email from you yet. So it might take it a minute to come through. So if somebody can, I mean, y'all can drop it again, the email, just to make sure he had seen it right and it wasn't dropped wrong or something.
There was a
Yeah.
lot of talk on Johnny filled the last hour for Dale and Lisa tonight on Homestead Hangout, and there was a lot of talk about the pine cone, and everybody's looking forward to ice cream. And what was the other thing? They kept talking about crock pot, what everybody's going to bring in their crock pot.
Yep.
The folks that's helping put on pine cone or putting on pine cone were on there and said they're going to have a live tomorrow evening at 8 on, I believe it was Tom and Rhonda's channel, talking all about it. So interested in going. That'll be neat to hear about what they're going to do.
Yeah, well, we was talking about it. We was just talking about it earlier, talking about what we was going to be doing for the ice cream. We're trying to get as many ice cream makers as I can. Then I got to have enough cords and plug-ins to run all of them.
Yeah. see the 9 ways that this can go wrong quick. You got a campground, right? Yeah. Hey, our air conditioner's not working. No, but Trey's making plenty of ice cream.
Hey, Trey has plenty of cords. He does. He's gonna get that fresh homemade ice cream.
Yeah. Good night, Crystal. Now, I seen a while ago people was commenting. We was talking out there that everybody is 4.5 hours, and I think Miss Kathy and them said they're like 5 hours away. So you have no reason not to come to Pinecone Fest, Mr. Paul.
Well, I do. I have a previous commitment.
Oh, mercy.
One of those kind of things. Yeah.
But I remember
there's
10 Killer. I think
there's
Paul might go to 10 Killer.
Hey, there's always hope that it'll fall through. You know.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Well, I don't need
Tony.
Heard that.
We're at 2.5 hours away.
Y'all are how long away, Mr. Tony?
4.5.
4.5. Yeah. So I guess that must be a pretty good central
Tony.
location for everybody then.
Hi, Trey. Hey, y'all.
I can make it down to quick without the camper, but
we got to find some plug-ins. That's what we was talking about. We got to get on there and find somewhere we're gonna plug in all these ice cream makers.
Hello.
If not, it's such a long process. It's gonna be some mad folks waiting on if I'm out there making it.
Well, you can plug into my post as long as I get ice cream.
Hello, Jenny. It's good to see you. So we can come together.
Jenny. Like peas and carrots,
bananas and blenders. Maybe have a little coconut milk. Yeah.
Put on Dakota, Luke, Jennifer.
Yeah, Dakota. Scott. I was talking to you a while ago, Dakota, and I guess you had jumped out or something. I don't even remember what I was asking you now.
We were splitting channels.
Yeah, jumping back. That's what I told him. I didn't want to just jump on top of Johnny and them. I'll get an alarm. Hang on. I didn't want to just jump on top of any of them, but Dale and them said they wasn't going to do nothing tonight, and Johnny and them was just kind of filling that spot. And I said, I'm just going to jump on. If somebody gets on, that's fine. If they don't, well, that's fine too. I'm not, I didn't want to take nothing away from any of them.
I love our community completely, but I have only one problem. We love everybody. There's so many channels going on every day of the week. Where do we find a time to go? There's a channel that he wants us to start something, and where do we go? I mean, you can't do Saturdays because we got channels we watch here. You can't do Fridays. You can't do Thursdays. You can't do Wednesdays. You can't do Tuesdays. So you're at Monday and Sunday, and it kind of doesn't fit us in a way, but that's where it leaves us without hurting nobody's feelings. So that's not what we want to do, but people, I don't know how you say, I don't know. You can't hurt feelings, but some people have to know. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I know. And it's kind of like, a while ago, I know Mr. Paul wasn't on here, and you was jumping back and forth. So I don't know if you heard, but I think I'm going to try to maybe do something on Mondays after Lisa and them do their digging in the Word. So I'm going to and maybe try to get into there.
Yeah, Trey, they have I remember you saying that Monday, and also Dakota and Shayla go live too. I think the same time, about 8 p.m.
Oh well, see, I don't want to jump on top of Dakota and them.
So
I'm,
right between them
I don't
two
know
or
how you can
something.
do it.
You
yeah, I know. That's it's hard too, and that's like my giveaway. I was trying to find somewhere to jump in there on my
to
giveaway.
me, it almost would be have to be a Sunday in a way. But Sunday, some people don't want to do it because that's their time of rest, and I
Yeah,
get all of this.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, if you pick a day during the week, then people get mad at you. It's really not the channels that may get mad at you; it's the people that watch. How can you go on top of their life? It just becomes an issue. I don't
yeah,
know what to do. I
Well,
mean,
I did see Tony has a good point. I did see Trey, I did see Shayla and Dakota come into your live after they finished theirs. And
yeah,
you were still running. You were
yeah,
going for over 3 hours. So
There you
yeah,
go. Read what he
there
said in the comment. We do 8 p.m. Monday.
yeah. That's why I seen it.
Mine.
Yeah,
And now let me read you that in the
that's
way
so
that
sweet.
somebody in my neighborhood would say it.
That's so sweet.
We we do 8 on Monday, but I ain't gonna be upset if you go at 8 too.
Aw.
yeah. But I
Forrest
don't want to
Gump.
jump on top of nobody. I mean, and here's my. I don't have to do lives all the time. It's just like tonight. Tonight was just one of them deals. I felt like Mr. Johnny and them wouldn't get upset, and I wasn't trying to pull nobody away from them. I was just sitting here, and I said, "I'm just going to do it." You
And
know.
then there's that thing at this is normal time you'd be beating the socks off of me at Kahoot it.
Yeah, I thought of maybe if people were trying to get going, maybe I mean most channels start at a ahead of time, like at 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe if you know a channel's ending and nobody else is there, maybe start at 8. Like if it was they start at 7, you start
Yeah.
at 8, 7:30 or 7:45.
Yeah.
So people will move on in so they know you're not stepping on them. It's hard to do because I do see there is a lot of people that talk about that, and
Yeah.
it shouldn't because we all have to start somewhere. I'm going to say that there is some channels that asked me to start originally with them, but I could never pick a time because I don't know when I'm coming in the house.
That's where I'm at. I can't
Yeah.
really get here in time
Well,
to Gillum's at
Yep.
5. I'm still out working tonight. I didn't come in until like 7:30.
You
well,
don't.
and that's my deal. I can't do early, and not because I try to jump on with everybody. Like the other night, I was hauling that cow to the sale barn that I sold yesterday, and I jumped on Miss Kathy and Brian from Resourceful Living. I jumped on their live just while I was going, just to show support, and I chatted a little bit and commented, and I got home. I think I got home either right before it ended or right after it ended, and I think I got on Amy and M's too. So
Dakota just said something in there. Read the second comment and up.
yeah, I see that. And look, I don't have a problem getting on at 9 o'clock, Dakota or Shayla. I'm sure. I think it's Dakota, or maybe both of them. I mean, I
Right.
don't mind any of them because I mean, for me, the later the better. I'm a night owl anyway, so
That's
And
I don't-
sweet.
me too. But
Shayla and Dakota, y'all so sweet. I remember that y'all did go on at 8, and I remember seeing you all come in after y'all was done into Trey's live. So y'all are so sweet.
So like I said, I don't mind. I don't mind any of it. And like I said, me doing it on a regular is not a big deal to me neither.
Well, Trey, we're overcomers.
Mm-hmm.
We do stuff that people say, well, you can't do that. And
Mm-hmm.
you can do that and have a smile on your face. Mhm.
Woo!
I've had one of those kind of days today. My day
Mm.
started at 4:30. I had to get up so I could be at the hospital by 5 because a lady in my church is going in to have surgery. And I went up there and waited with them for a little bit until they got called back. And then I came home.
You were at the hospital too, Paul?
Oh, yeah. I went to the hospital. It's a little more than 20 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
And so I went over there and was with them until It was almost 6 when they called her back.
Mhm.
And then I
Mhm.
came home and got myself ready and went to the woods. And when I got to the woods, I had to. We changed, moved places, so I had to haul the loader to the woods, and I had logs on the truck, so it had to go to the sawmill. And I was right there on time.
Mhm.
I got my loader dumped off and unhooked the trailer from the truck because we got to go a quarter mile past a gate that I can't pull the trailer through. I just love it when people make 12-foot gates
Mhm.
where you have to turn to the right to get
Yeah.
through them. The old log truck don't do that.
Yeah.
And
My
Kevin, my helper, Cutter, he was already there, and
oh.
we got everything moved back there to where we was going to start at. And I took a little trip around in the skid steer doing some scouting and got back, and he was ready to get started. So he cut the first tree off, and I've made a video of this, but I'm not sure I'll ever put it on there. He cut it off, and he laid out there just perfect. It laid right where he wanted it to. He left a nice thick hinge it hung on until it hit the ground.
Mhm.
It had hit another tree and bent the other tree over, and then it sprung back off the stump. It broke the hinge, and it hit a dead tree that was like 4 foot behind the stump. And this tree was completely dead. There was no small branches in this tree, and it knocked a limb out of the top of that tree that hit Kevin on the head. And
Oh,
this makes it look backwards, but on the right side of his head, he has a gash that goes down to about here,
Oh.
right from where the top is, and he didn't like bleed all that bad, but it knocked him a little silly. He was having trouble getting up, so I'm like, just stay there. And I got out and was helping him get up, and I finally got him sitting up, and he got his bearings about him, and I helped him walk out of the woods for a ways, but I eventually let go of him. He was walking fine within 5 minutes, and he wasn't bleeding terrible, but the thing also had hit his shoulder and scraped his shoulder really good. And I loaded him up in the truck, and we headed to Miami. On the way, he calls Mediquick. There's clinics that you could go to where they'll do minor stuff like that, and he figured it might just need some stitches, and I hadn't looked at it all that close to know anything about it. And he calls the clinic he wanted me to take him to, and they said, no, if you've been hit in the head, you got to go to the emergency room because they'd want to do a scan on your head to make sure you didn't tear something up.
right.
So we went there, and what we did most of the time while we were there was wait. He was bleeding. He's still bleeding, and they put him in a waiting room. And then they called him back, like, I don't know, 15 minutes. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess somebody else has a more interesting injury than you, Kevin.
Yeah.
He's all right. He's not like Trey laughing right now, but he was all right.
I'm laughing at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always carnage when Paul's around. Whenever they finally did get back there, they wheeled him off. And believe it or not, the nurse said that this other nurse was going to take him off to get a scan on his head. And I'm like, that'd be great. And they do that. And before the nurse that was assigned to us left, she said, do you need anything? And I'm like, I'm just an innocent bystander. But if you'd show me where the coffee is.
Or a sandwich.
Said, oh, no problem. I'll bring you coffee. And so she brought me a cup of coffee. They wheeled Kevin back in just a few minutes. I even shared my coffee with him. And but then the doctor came in. He done something kind of strange. And I've never been around whenever this happened. He had looked at Kevin. He said, there won't be no staples on that one. We'll have to do stitches. And Kevin's like, that sounds fine. Whatever. Kevin hadn't even looked at it yet. And they got me parked on the other side, so I can't really see totally what it looks like. I seen it before I put my hand on it, try to keep it from bleeding when I was in the woods. But that doctor comes back in there after that, and he said, scan says everything's fine, no inside problems. This is all you've got, and we're going to fix it up right now. And since I'm using staples, I can't.
Hey, Sean.
Can't do any pain relief. You're just gonna have to put up with it. And he starts putting staples in his head, 27 of them.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
That-
have a nightmare tonight. Just
That hurt Kevin worse than the tree hit.
oh.
I mean, he's curled up in pain. And the whole time he's sitting there, they got the little blood pressure monitor on you, and his numbers are like perfect. And when they started doing that, that thing went nuts. When they left the room, he was getting all right and could sit back up and it wasn't hurting him so bad, but shooting them staples in his head hurt him pretty bad. And his number was like 180 over 150 by the time they put them staples in his head. And I'm like, I think he could have done better than that. I think he could have rubbed some paint
harder, huh?
or something,
Just rub a little dirt on it. It'll be okay.
Cemented my decision. No need me to go to Miami to the hospital. If I need to go to the ER, if you're going to take me to Miami, go ahead and shoot me good,
That's a good thing. That was a short strike there.
I'm glad we got that ended.
Jennifer, you're kind of right. It's been postponed until after January. And then right now they've tentatively agreed to, I think, 62% pay raise, but that's until January. So we'll see what happens. It's all political.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sadly. Greedy, political, and all that.
So you guys want to hear what the nurse in the emergency room said to two loggers? This is almost a joke. What does a nurse in an emergency room say to two loggers? She said, well, you guys don't get paid enough for what you do. And where do we go on strike at? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's right. That's right.
Uh-huh.
Heard
Those
that.
poor guys are already making $80,000 to $150,000 a year. Now they're getting a 62% for right now percent. They wanted 77%.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Kevin and I don't make that much logging, and we have to buy diesel and tags and insurance.
Yeah.
Chainsaws. But hey, you know what the amazing grace part of all that is the cost of living right here where we're at is low. Anytime we travel, just about anywhere we travel, gas is higher than what it is right here where I live.
Where's it at where you are, Paul?
I don't know right now, but it's usually if we go to Branson, when we get the other side of Springfield, it'll be 50 cents higher than what it is here. There's been times, this doesn't make any sense. There's been times when I went to Tulsa, Oil Town, Oklahoma, Tulsa. You'll go to Tulsa and it'll be higher than what it is right here at home.
And y'all's is how much you say? I'm sorry. Paul, how much you say y'all's was there?
I don't know right now.
Ours here right now is I think our Circle K is where normally our cheapest fuel, and it's like $2.40. I think $2.46 right now. That's what
we got
it is.
diesel at $2.99.
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't look. I just buy my fuel at the same place all the time. Here is my ticket from the Express on 10/2, and it was $2.59 there.
Oh.
That's great. Sean said theirs is $2.73.
Yeah, see, he's not very far from me. Adair down that way.
Times 4 get a gallon. That's in Canada. Okay.
Yeah, we have quite a range here where I live. We're right in the middle of 3 states, and you go over to Kansas, and their fuel will be 50 cents higher than ours because of their taxes being different.
Yeah.
You know what? That's my problem. I'm kind of war tired. There ain't no gas left in me tonight. But I did cook a real nice pan fried pork chop and some cream corn for supper, and almost found her.
I seen Anita go back behind you a few moments ago, Paul.
Yeah, she hadn't been home very long. She kid sets with our grandson during the day so the daughter-in-law can go to work. And then they went shopping this evening. I have no idea what for. Groceries for Caitlin, probably.
For the kids.
Mhm.
Oh, so sweet. My sister's on a feeding tube, y'all, and the doctors did an operation. It's called TPIAT, and that is for the pancreas because her pancreas is not working.
That's
She
not.
it was she was an intern at the WH for 45 when he was in office, and she studied basically architecture and design, and she went to school for that while she was interning there, and she designed the rose garden and all of those things, and a lot of stresses. And she has a little company that she started. She does makeup for weddings and things like that. And during that time, just this past season, she told me, and her first feeding tube, the tubes were too big, so they had to bring her back in there. And this last one, they had to give her smaller tubes. The doctor says if you don't have this operation, it's live or die. So it's a very
Mm.
serious operation called TPIAT. And so she has two beautiful children, blonde hair, blue eyes, and youngins, 10 years old, and I would take them definitely, if anything. Uh, but y'all remember her in your prayers. Christine is my sister, and so not only that, just a lot of people are going in the hospital. This is just something that she's been going through. So, but there are, because across the region with the hurricanes and everyone is electricity. Some has been restored electricity here on up to North Carolina, all the way to Maine. But basically, this coast here got hit real bad at a Category 4, which is Perry, Taylor County, Big Bend, Cypress Key, all the way up through Georgia and clear across all the way to the Carolinas. And
I seen
the
on
you know
Facebook somebody had put a post of a really interesting picture, and it was of the United States after dark from space, and you could
mhm.
actually see where there was no lights through that strip where the hurricane.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I think it's both. It's welcoming. It's almost beautiful in a way, as it is. We have to stay on, look at the positive side of it all. Try to keep our focus on that, so it doesn't go too dark in our minds, and hearts, because we're all here as communities together, and we all lean on each other, inspire each other. I
Hey, Peter.
encourage everyone to do that. And hi,
Well,
Peter. He's on
I
his
just
phone.
I just told you a lot about Kevin and what he and I did for a little chunk of our day, and I texted him
Yeah.
earlier to say, how you doing? And he says, just took a pain pill, have a pretty
Uh-huh.
good headache, still dizzy, but I'm ready to go. And then,
Nope.
and then he sends me
Kevin.
another text that says to bed.
Good.
Can you?
Yep,
Yeah.
to bed, ready to go to bed.
That was a difficult. I can't imagine how that, every day it can be anything. So y'all, so happy to have y'all, and we want to thanks to Trey and Jessica. Trey works really, really hard every day. He's nonstop. I don't even think he sleeps,
Hey,
y'all.
yeah, he does
Maybe
not work hard.
3 hours a day, 3-4 hours
Does the,
maybe.
does the end of your fingers get sore, Trey? With all that power that you've got, does the end of
All
your
that
fingers get sore?
Just like Paul, they don't do nothing. They just sit around all day.
I do. I just sit around all day. I drive around in big circles, and
I've seen that. You actually eat at Subway sometimes
sometimes I pick stuff up.
at the parking lot.
He gets his sandwiches.
Oh, I picked up a great big one. Kevin actually cut a big one. I'm gonna see if I can get the picture to come up here and show you. I took a little video of it while it was on the log truck, but I had a good picture of it on the old log truck, and it is bigger than the one that
I am.
made the video of.
Holy moly!
Cool. That's a big one.
What is that? An oak?
Yes, it's a black oak.
No way.
The fat end
Ooh.
wasn't much different than the small end, and it measured 47 inches one way and 43 the other.
Wow.
We had to borrow my son's chainsaw that had 3-foot bar on it to be able to cut all the way through it. We usually use saws that have 25 or 24-inch bar, and they wouldn't reach.
I've got one in my front yard that I don't know what the size, but it would take several of us to reach around it.
Mm-hmm.
And the insurance company wants us to cut it down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that before. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, on that one there, I've got a lot of trees on this place here that my grandpa left when he was cleaning it off, cutting all the wood off from it. And but that one there was one that was too close to the fence and the corner of the property on the 40 next door when they dozed it, and they left it because it was big enough they wouldn't be able to control what way it fell with the bulldozer. And so they just left it. Well, that blowed over in a storm that we had back in July when my wife and I was going on vacation. And it was in an area I had just cleaned up an old fence and had it all cleaned up and slicked up there. And then this massive tree tips over there and trashes my whole clean little spot, And so now I've got another mess to clean up. But we got to at least, you got to start somewhere. And so we got the logs cut out of it. And my little S300 Bobcat picked that log up and put it on that truck. I thought I was going to have to go get, Scott's got an 8,000-pound all-terrain forklift, but it picked it up and put it on there.
Wow.
They're not supposed to lift but 3,000 pounds, but that one there probably weighs every bit of 4. I haven't.
That's a lot.
That's a big log.
What size lumber do you make out of that?
Well, that one there, we're going to see if we can sell it to somebody else. We would have to quarter that with a chainsaw before we could cut on it with our sawmills.
So when you're selling something there on the mill, being oak, what do you sell? Planks or?
Biggest thing that we cut is palleting lumber, believe it or not. There is a company close to us that's pretty well renowned, and you guys might have heard of Pimp My Ride. You ever heard of that? Well,
yeah.
There's a show, yeah.
There was some guys up here at Joplin that have a chrome shop, a semi-truck chrome shop, and they did a TV show for a long time on CMT called Trick My Truck.
Yep.
And their company name is, I'll drop it, I don't care, 4 States Trucks. They've been in business up here for like 35 years or something like that. And they're just about 7 miles from me. Matter of fact, when we go to Wendy's, that's where we go, is right up there by 4 State Trucks. Mm-hmm. And they buy a lot of lumber from Scott, but the lumber that they buy is all boards. It'll be either 5/8 by 4 and 8 foot long, or 1.25 by 4, 8 foot long, and they make pallets out of it. I don't think they make any product there, but they get a lot of things in bulk. And about 4 or 5 years ago, they started an online store, and so everything that comes in there that gets shipped out has to have a pallet. And so they build their own pallets for whatever their needs are, and they ship stuff out on them from there. And I do cut a lot of trailer decking. We do some of that, but there's not all oak makes good trailer decking. You really need white oak or post oak for trailer decking, and they just happen to be the log that's underneath the highest demand right now. They pay as much for some white oak logs as what they do for walnut right now, which is unheard of.
I tried to get a timber company to come in and cut some pine, and they're like, nah. He said, I'll charge you About $6,000. I'll just come lay it all down for you and pile it up. You can burn it.
Hmm.
He said, but pine isn't worth anything right now.
Hmm.
I said,
Yeah,
okay.
it's kind of got to be the right thing, and I don't know. We Four State Trucks don't seem to mind if we find pine to cut it and put it in there for their stuff, but we have some trouble cutting pine because we're not used to all the pitch that's in them.
Right.
And that'll stick to the blade, and then it messes things up. But we have another company, and this is a friend of a friend thing. I have a really good friend that I've sold logs and lumber to for ever since I've had a sawmill, and I started sawing stuff in 08. And he makes a heavy skid for a company that builds these municipal water tanks and water tanks that would be like on top of big buildings and stuff. And they contract those all over the world. They build these, and he makes this heavy skid for them to haul their water tank sides on. And they actually process those metal pieces at Anderson, Missouri, which is not terribly far from me. And the pallets he makes has to be made out of 3x4s. And so we cut once in a while. We'll cut a lot of 3x4s, 10-foot long for him. And you can, in decent sized logs, you can pile up a bunch of those in a day.
Yeah.
When I first started cutting those for him, he wanted me to cut. They do it on demand. And if they've got a bunch of orders that go very far from here, there's no chance that their pallets are coming back. And so they get a bunch of those ones that they're going to build very far from here, and they might have to have 200, 300, 400 pallets in a month. Well, there's 6 pieces of that lumber in every pallet. And you go through a bunch of logs cutting them up.
Wow.
When I first started doing that, I was doing the logging and the sawing. And he also has a sawmill, and between the two of us, we were still having trouble making enough for him to keep them satisfied. But it's just one of those things. And mostly palleting. Actually, I cut. There's a company that builds concrete cattle feeders. I don't know if that's a thing in your area, Trey, but they're hot up here. People love them. You put them down, and the cows don't mess with them too bad. And
How did they build them, Paul?
they have the guy over there has a ready mix plant where he actually loads the ingredients for the cement in it, and then they've got a form that they pour them in that has and they have a what do they call those deals? It vibrates the form.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it will all settle all the air out of it. And then they wait for it to harden and take the forms off. Their forms that they use over there are steel. And so they have to spray them down with some kind of something that won't let the concrete stick to them.
Right, right.
That guy sells his feeders from Welch, Oklahoma, all over the place. He's been sending a lot of loads of them to Texas. But in order for him to put those feeders on a semi and be able to stack them 2 deep, he has to have a 6x8 block 16 inches long. And I kind of thought I was overpricing them when I told him $5 a piece. And he has bought hundreds and hundreds of them from me. He'll order them 100 at a time.
So a 6x8.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
16. How long you say?
16 inches.
16 inches.
What he does is stands that on end in the feeder, and then that keeps the foot on the next feeder from getting down in there to crack it or break it.
Gotcha.
So they have to have one of those or 2 of those in every feeder to be able to stack them too high. And he told me here a while back, he said, I've got a guy in Texas that's come up here and got 3 loads of them. And the first load, he said, I'm going to come back and get another one when you get them made. And they said, bring the blocks back. And he didn't bring them back. And so the next load, they charged him for them. They charged him $10 for my $5 blocks. And he said, oh, that's all right. We'll buy them for that because we got a use for them at the farm. And I'm like, you are making a killing on my blocks.
Yep.
But I thought I was doing okay at it too. So, yeah.
Paul, did you see that huge, massive printer that's all concrete made, like they make concrete
Xander?
homes?
Mm-mm. That's kind of a popular thing up here. They make a lot of insulated concrete form houses. And
It's a massive printer. It prints out like a massive scale, and it pumps the concrete.
Mm.
And the whole house is
Right,
maybe it's a
Dakota.
2 or 3 bedroom home.
I haven't even priced our concrete, but we have a feed place in town, and they just started getting those concrete troughs. I don't know how much what they're charging for 'em. Most people around here, our feed stores don't handle them, but there'll be someone that may get with a bunch of cattle guys and figure what a load is, and they'll all split it. And somebody goes to, I think they were going to Oklahoma. It's where they were going and getting their feed troughs.
Could have been
Somewhere.
Welch.
It may have been, I'm not sure.
Tucker and Sons is the name of the business there at Welch that makes those. And he is, I don't think he's like famous, but he builds those overhead feed bins that you could drive a pickup under and fill the box on the pickup, and they'd still be able to fill them with a normal feed auger truck. And he actually has built himself a semi trailer to put with his semi that grabs the legs on those overhead feed bins and will stand them up when they get them where they want them.
Yeah.
Pretty cool deal.
3D print. That's it.
He has got a mind to build stuff, and and because of that, he's got sons that work at other businesses that also build things, and they call me for lumber too.
Yeah.
I'm
Nothing wrong
good.
with that.
I'm
Hey,
good.
whatever pays the bills. Whatever
I'm
pays
good
the bills.
friends with Mr. Tucker. If I need to, and I probably should, I'll send him a Christmas card. I mean,
How do you find areas to get trees from and all that?
well, we got a lot more trees around here than what you've got around Oklahoma City area because we're right on the edge of the Ozarks. But all the logging jobs that we have gotten, we didn't advertise for any of them.
Really?
People call me, yeah.
Good night, Dark Lord Matt Alexander. Have a good night.
Good night, Xander.
There are some sawmills around here that are constantly getting that do not handle any of their own logging. So if you sell some logs to a few sawmills around, you get opportunities to get in with them. And
Right.
I've had guys when I was just sawmilling that would cut jobs for me, so it works out. But we kind of run on the low end of equipment. Most of those guys that log much will have a skidder, which is a 20,000-pound machine, and they'll have at least a tandem semi truck, if not a truck with a pup trailer on it and a picker. Maybe they take a loader or something, and we use
Their expense is really high.
Yeah, their overhead's really high. They've got enough equipment out there that they've got to make truckload after truckload. The one guy I'm friends with that has that set up and that's all him and his brother and one other guy do is cut trees. And if they don't make 2 loads in a day on his truck and trailer, they're not going to make bank that week.
Y'all say hey to Kelly.
Good question. I mean, after you cut trees down, do the people that own that property, do they replant more trees or should it just become vacant?
Most of the time, the trees that you cut will be selected so that there'll be a lot of trees left to grow for the next generation. But I have a couple of places we've been working on that we're trying to clear off to make more cattle pasture.
Okay.
And we get calls like that too. People will say, well, we want you to come and harvest everything that's harvestable here because we're going to clear it all off, or this is where there's going to be houses or going to build a building here or whatever. And so no, a lot of those don't get replanted. But right here in Indian Territory where I live, people get all kind of worried about there not being enough trees to make enough air. Well, you can stick to that.
Yeah.
There's on my side of Spring River, there's hundreds and hundreds of acres of land that is held up by the fact the heirs to the original allotment still own part of it. And so nobody can have controlling interest as long as an heir to the original allotment owns it, any part of it.
Okay, Peter, have a good night and have a good doctor's appointment in the morning. Be
Bye,
safe.
Peter.
They don't do anything with it, so it's kind of one of those things.
I heard that, Paul.
We got lots of trees, and there's a lot of them that just ain't gonna never be had.
Yeah.
Right.
But down here, it's especially when you go further down south, man, it's timber is big down here.
Yeah,
You know, especially down middle of Louisiana, it's really big. The pine, you know.
Louisiana Saturday night. Yee-hee.
Neil, if you're going to bed, have a good night, sir.
Good night, Neil.
I kind of started this off early, and I was thinking.
Good night, Beth. Good night, Neil.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think I have to start quite that early. I could have caught Jack live this morning. I had to get up so early. I could have watched him read the Bible and pray for you this morning, but I was having to get out the door.
Jack's doing an excellent job, y'all. Jack says
He's
he's in the morning. Dyer
Got it.
Family Farms. Can a
Got it.
moderator drop the link? Dyer Family Farm link in chat so everybody has it.
I got to get a hold of Jack and find out. I asked Jack what size shirt he wears. I need to see what his wife wears because we only got a few left.
Yeah.
And give them one. Did I ever get you one, Paul?
I don't know, but I'll tell you how often I wear a T-shirt that anybody can see the stuff that's wrote on it.
Okay. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Right there.
It's
White
Yeah.
t-shirt.
always underneath of my overalls, and I've still got T-shirts from Vacation Bible School 3 years ago. You know,
Oh,
but
Well, I've got. I was gonna say. I don't know if it ain't gonna let me cut it off. It's light. I can show you my. We done our
Quit
shirt.
messing with the camera.
Do what?
Quit messing with the camera.
Well, I was trying.
my
It's a light. It has a light on here. So when I try to show my phone, it like just whites the whole thing out. But we got our T-shirts
see
we
it.
got made at Pinecone Fest, and I'm gonna get some more made. I got
Mhm.
our YouTube QR code put in the T-shirt. So if somebody wants to know about the channel, you can just walk up there with your phone and scan our QR code
Knock it off, Paul.
on the shirt.
sorry.
I know Jesse. Oh, there's my lovely wife.
And she's
I don't
gonna
know.
have some
I guess Paul ain't
fun.
wanting to answer you or something, Dakota. I mean, I've left it up there.
I just now seen it.
Hey,
I'm
y'all,
dumb.
say hi to Angie. Angie just came in. Say hey to Angie, y'all. Angie, that's what Dale says.
I see
Angie.
her all the time. I just say, hey.
I seen that zucchini bread you were making, Tony.
There's more out there. I got so many videos. Yeah.
What I do is I go and watch everybody's video as much as I can, and then I'll come back after I watch it, and I'll do my comments, make my rounds,
Right.
but I watch them first. Oh, I
I
gotta
could-
fit all of y'all's in.
I can make those boards for $11 a piece.
And Trey's video, did you see? Did you see Trey's video? He's done such a good job. He went all the way from morning till it got dark out with his videos. Y'all go check it out every day.
How's
He's
that
like,
one that jumped the fence, Trey?
Do what now?
How's that one that jumped the fence?
I actually, matter of fact, I meant to edit a
Oh.
short and put out. He's getting around. He's just
oh,
very
good.
slowly. He stands in the same spot more than any. I think he's
Oh.
gonna be okay.
At least he's
Oh.
not down.
Yeah, he we couldn't get him up. I mean, I did all kind of stuff. I even cut the camera off and done things.
I was going to tell you something, Johnny. I'm going to say 6 months ago, could be a little bit longer. He had one that he needed to get off the ground. Something happened, and he had a harness that he hooked up to pick him up with. I was going to email you or text you or whatever. Hey, about to watch that video or ask him about it, and he had
Yeah.
something that worked.
I have built several pairs of those. They're
Okay.
called hip hooks,
Yeah.
but the ones that I built slip on a high lift jack. And
Oh,
they're just a tube that has a loop made out of pipe that will go around their hips. You
when you
slip
pick it
them
up
both.
with scissors.
Well, you slip them both on a high lift jack, and then you crank it until it's got
Oh, I
her
got you.
grab,
Like it, yeah.
and then you can put a chain in the middle of it and hook her up. Yeah. But I also know that those do something else. When a cow has a broken hip, you cannot use hip hooks on it. It won't pick her up because her hips will give out and jump her off from it.
I don't know.
Okay.
Not
Don't
broken, is it, Trey?
Well,
His
no,
hip's
I don't.
not broken.
Nothing. I don't think anything broke. I mean, she just laid there, and I felt all around. There was nothing broke. It just, we don't know how long it hung there. Like Daddy went by earlier in the day and checked it, and they had tried to jump those bull panels, and those things are probably, what is it, Paul? Probably 1/4 inch thick or so. And it had somehow, when it jumped, it got hung. It as it was going over, it went in, so it was hung over the other side, but its leg was on the back side. And don't know how long. Daddy, when Dad went over and found it, he went and got a sawzall. It's what he done. You can see in that thumbnail or in the video, you can see where he cut that to relieve the tension and get it out. So
Well,
we don't
you
know how
know,
long.
them rotten things are just like errant children. If there's a way they can hang themselves, they'll do it. It's just
Oh man, I'm telling you.
aggravating that away. But
Yeah,
it might help it to get it picked up to where it can help get some more circulation back.
Well, it's fine though. It's
got
up.
around.
It's oh yeah.
Good.
Well, I left because I was trying to get my hot wire put up so I could load cows and move. I had stuff to do. So Dad sent Mom back to get he had one of those little handheld hot shots.
Mhm.
And when that hot shot hit him, he was up. He got
Well,
up.
if I hit you with that hot shot, you get up too.
Well,
Is that
you
what
know,
it's called?
with
A
those
hot
cows,
shot?
it's not good. It's not good for them to lay there like that.
Right. No, I
You know. So yeah, that's
glad you got up.
we don't have one of those hip harnesses like that, like you're talking about Johnny's got or like Mr. Paul's got, but we've took them before and got those big straps and put around them and hook them around the forks on the tractor and pick them and hold them up just to more or less get that circulation, try and get that circulation going. Yeah.
Johnny talked about if they stay down, I forgot what it was, but a certain amount of time becomes more deadly to them than it is anything else. You got to get up moving.
Yep. So we figured he was probably tired. We give him some water, which you see in the video. I got him a bucket of water and we stuck out there and it was probably 45 minutes, maybe longer than that, after I went back to the house and started doing my fence that they hit him. So he probably laid there for an hour and a half, 2 hours before. So I think he was just tired and probably hurting, but he's up now. Like I said, I actually I made a short of it today. I had to go in there and Mallory right now with Mom and them in Florida for her surgery. Mallory's doing all the feeding and watering of everything since I'm working nights right now. And she couldn't get the water pump to prime. If you leave the hose down there on the ground, it loses its prime. So I went down there today and got it primed up and checked all their water and stuff. And I done a short that I just hadn't posted yet. Or I don't think I posted it. Crap, I may have posted it. Don't remember.
Hey, Dakota, pay attention here real quick. You're gonna need to see something, Dakota. Are you paying
Tony, write something in chat.
Dakota, are you paying attention, Dakota?
Are you ready? You ready, Dakota? Or get your pencil out. Here we go. Are you ready?
Oh, Paul, that's why Paul's been quiet up there and just shaking his head. He's been figuring up there probably.
No, I had to talk to the wife about it.
Oh.
Come on, Dakota, tell me you're ready. Are you ready? Here we go.
Yeah, pen up, pencil, paper.
Get your pencil and paper.
Gotcha.
Gutter rooming. No. Here we go.
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Hang on. Let me.
That's all you get.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Amy,
Nothing.
where you at? Hold
Oh
on.
no. You better go back and freeze frame that.
Yeah, you need to go back and look at that too. You need to get that in your phone, Trent.
I will. I'll get here in a bit.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll
I
have to
just
go
missed
back and
that.
do
Let
that.
me see that again, Paul.
No,
Go
Go
back.
back.
Yeah, you
Hey,
got to go
You
back.
gotta
back
go back, Joy, and
Oh,
watch
okay.
the
I
whole
can. All
live
right.
to see it.
Hold on.
Hold on. Hold
Hold
on.
Hold
Okay,
on.
I'm feeling sorry for you. So you're technically challenged.
I'm
No.
busy. Y'all, I still have to drive 2 hours tonight.
That
Okay,
right there
that's
is
a
how
flash.
I wind up putting my phone number on Marketplace. We don't like it when you do that, but I tried putting mine in code, and I'm like 9 WON 5 FOR. And I'm sure, and I know some people couldn't figure it out. I had one guy that called me. He said, "You made it the hardest way to get your phone number." And I'm like, I didn't think so. I thought I probably didn't want to talk to you if you couldn't figure that out.
There you go.
Mercy. Hey, Dakota,
get it?
just for huh?
Dakota,
Go ahead.
did you get it?
I think
He's-
it's. I
he's
think.
20 hey, he just put on here. It just popped up that he was ready.
Ready.
Hey, if you ever
It's that 20-second delay.
you ever get a 405 number, it'll be me,
Okay.
and that may be tomorrow. Just for information, whatever.
You can just text me and
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
that's
going to
what I'll
text
do.
Paul
Yep.
too. Oh, that was
But
pretty.
Dakota, now what I have to know, I remember what I was going to ask you earlier when you wouldn't respond to. Are you still here, Dakota? So is Shayla with you right now, Dakota? I gotta give him a minute. We got our 20-second delay going on there.
oh, he's trying to rewind it.
You can't. You got to go back and watch the whole thing, Dakota.
Whole
You gotta
thing.
start from
Yeah.
the
Whole
beginning.
Dakota. Help in his minutes.
You know, I get a real kick out of doing some stuff to give people views, and I'll leave my laptop sitting here playing somebody's short if I thought it was real entertaining, and it might play for 5 hours. I don't know how many views that is, but they would get a little bit off from me. Well, there's this old boy, and I ain't making fun of him, but he really did something that was pretty funny. He was I'm gonna say he was a little older than me. You could tell he's a working man wearing the button down the front shirt with the tag on it and the pockets, and looked like he might work like at a GM garage or something. And he says his wife's videoing him. She says, "What are you doing?" And he's working on his like 90s Chevrolet car that the clear coat's peeling off from, and he's putting an air filter in it. He said, "I had to get a new breather for my car." And she said, "Well, why don't you just get something else?" He said, "Guys where I work told me I ought to get something else. I ought to get me a new pickup truck." But the guy that was telling me that's got a new pickup truck. And his payment is $900 a month on his pickup truck. And his insurance is $1,200 over 6 months on his pickup truck. And for the last 3 months, his parents have been having to help him make the payments on his pickup truck. And they're now so poor they can't drive it. They just sit in the house and admire it sitting in the way. And he says, and he named his car. He says, "But my old Hootie gets me around from point A to point B." And then he starts doing that Southern preacher thing where they practically sing a song when they're preaching a sermon. I know you guys have seen this or heard it. "Oh, my car don't owe me a thing. From here to there, and it ain't like your fancy pickup truck that all you do is sit and stare." I mean, he goes on and on with that. I was so entertained by that. I left that thing running the whole day while I was going to work.
Gosh, yeah. I guess Dakota must have started the live back over because he hadn't even said nothing else.
He hadn't told us if Shayla's with him or not.
Yeah, I know.
I already got it.
I don't even know that it looks like a 5 or a 3. I have no idea.
5.
You'll have to go back and watch.
I was going to say something,
There
but I
ain't
wanted to
no
make sure
3
Shayla
in
was
there.
with him.
No, there ain't no 3, but I got it. Paul, you on your phone or a computer?
Computer,
All right, I'll just text you and you'll know it's me.
laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to just text anybody there now, Paul. Somebody can get it to Dakota. Let's see. If it's the right one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anita,
There she went.
watch out. You
Oh,
never
he
know.
got it.
Paul,
Or
Paul might pull a Smokey out.
now,
Okay,
the difference
Smokies.
between where I'm at and Dakota. Let me see if I can remember where he lives. Think. When I was a little kid, they called me Pooh Bear, and I don't think it was because I was a thinking man. Think. Where's Dakota and Shayla live? I know,
Oklahoma, but I'm not sure.
Oklahoma.
I know
Yeah,
they're
they're
in
in.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, they are. I believe so.
I got it.
Mhm.
Dakota sent me one anyway. Well, he's a long ways away from here because he's a 405 and I'm 918.
Yeah. Now then, Dakota, you still haven't answered my question. Is Shayla there with you or not? I don't think he's wanting to answer the question.
Or maybe it's both of them on there.
Well, that's what I'm wanting to know. I want to know, make sure. So I wanted to tell her
Right.
something.
Are you going to
There
say
you
something
go.
that would
Well, now,
embarrass Shayla?
I'm glad now, Shayla, that you give him permission or
Try.
told him that y'all was gonna come to Pinecone Fest.
I
you
got you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad y'all gonna get to come now because Shayla said it wasn't up to Dakota.
Who is Smokies? This could be really fun. This could get really fun. Tony's last name is going to be Cabin. Oh, I got
That's a good one. Tony Cabin.
Who
That's
is Tony
perfect.
Cabin? Well, that would be Tony at our cabin in the woods. That's how I'm
Good.
going to remember you.
Hey, people used to call me Big D
Yeah.
for Big Dummy.
No.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
They called me Pooh Bear at one time. Think.
Here's the thing. I may have been Big Dummy, but they're all still working their butts off, and I'm enjoying retirement in the last 5 years, no problem. Way older than they are.
I had a plan for that to work out that way, but they quit me and it didn't work.
Shoot, I've been trying to talk to him into it.
Wait, I take it that Angie is outside the window again. Is she in her normal
That's
normal
it.
spot?
Yep. I can hear her back there doing something, so she's doing yeah. Hey, babe. Wave to everybody.
Thank you, Sean. I got you, buddy.
I don't see her.
She's in here. She said, "Yep."
I see her phone moving around, but there she is. Oh, you scared the hell out of me, babe. She's right there.
Oh, I see.
There she is.
You see something moving around. There you go. Yeah, we got the phone. All right. Good night.
She's so sweet.
Tony, you cracked me up whenever you and Angie cut out the other evening and come back and you said that was a quickie. And I'm like, that was way too much information, brother.
Hey, I don't know. Angie and I are complete opposites on absolutely everything, but I don't know what it is, but we work so good. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better. That's what's crazy. I mean, it can be food to cars to whatever we're talking about. Absolutely complete opposites.
Nita and I have some things in common in our background, and when we was growing up, our parents, both sets of them, apparently fought a lot. And I'd made up my mind when I got married that my marriage wasn't going to be like that. And her folks didn't make it and mine did. Mine have celebrated their 54th wedding anniversary, but we talk, we don't fight.
Well, Angie and I, we both.
You both, y'all so sweet.
We both went through a divorce, and both was married quite a long time with both of our others. And anyway, we both said there is to be no arguing. We went through all that. There's no nonsense. I mean, if we can't agree to this now, then we're done.
Yeah.
And we both have, and we've been together for actually 24 years. Been married 20 years now.
Yep. My wife and I were high school sweethearts, and we have dated since I had a driver's license.
Really, that's nice.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. She asked me out right after I got my driver's license. It was raining at school.
She was needing a ride.
She lived across town, and she home. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
But I was kind of on the
I see
rebound
that.
whenever that happened. A month before that, I had asked a girl to go out on a date with me, and she looked me right in the eye. And this was a girl I'd known and went to school with my whole life, you know. She looked me right in the eye and she said, "I'd rather sit at home and do nothing than go on a date with you." And I'm like,
that makes you feel real good.
"Well, it is. I've just quit asking, you know."
Angie and I, well, not Angie and I, me and a couple of friends were out for a night at a dancing place. And my buddy goes, "Hey, is that girl looking at you or me?" We're in a big group. I mean, there's like hundreds of people in this area. And I said, "I don't know." I mean, she looked like she's looking at me, but we're close. So I said, "I'm going to move over here, like it's like 2-3 feet, and see if she follows me." So anyway, her eyes did follow me, and my buddy Dave goes, "Hey, if you don't want to ask her a dance, I'm fixing to go ask her right now." I said, "No, I'm after it." And that's what it was, 100%.
Whoops.
Yep. Yeah.
You gotta watch where you're looking there.
Yep.
Well, love is a beautiful thing when it works out.
Oh man, it's crazy. I can't. Yeah. I mean, everybody says I robbed the cradle. Yeah, I did. And Christy and John talk about that all the time. Well, heck, I may have robbed the cradle, but he robbed the playpen. Right?
No. He robbed the hummingbird feeder.
Well, okay, there you go. Whatever you want to say. Good night, Neil. Yeah, it's been, I don't know. I can't say it enough. I'm the
Good night,
happiest.
Beth and Neil.
I'm not saying I couldn't have found y'all eventually, but it's Johnny and Christine's fault that I got here this quick.
Uh-huh.
They ran onto a guy.
Johnny and Christine.
They ran onto a guy and his family that make videos at Ottawa, Kansas, that are farmers at a tractor meeting that asked, "Oh, you're from Oklahoma? Do you know Paul Case?" I didn't.
Yeah, I heard that story. Yeah,
I'd watched their videos. I didn't meet them personally until last year or this year at 10 Killer.
10 Killer. Yep.
Yeah.
That's when we met too. The same time.
Yep. Yeah, I met a lot.
Actually, trying to give me one of your pens, and I had a whole bunch of pens already. And I was like, man, I felt bad if I take it, it's going to sit back while I get rid of all the other ones. But I'm actually out of pens now, so I should grab one.
Well, if you had mine, the writing would have rubbed off on it by now. They were just cheap.
I remember that completely.
But there's a lot of people that remember that. Jack Dyer told me the other day, he said, "I need a pink one of them." And I'm like, "Did you mess your wife's pen up?"
Oh, heck.
Good night, Neil.
Sir Grace makes those pens. Lisa and Jesse got one for the auction for Olivia. That little Princess Livia warrior. From 7 in the morning to 11 at night, we were all helping out with the benefit for Livia. And I believe it's Sir Grace who makes the pens. He's a veteran.
Yeah, he makes beautiful pens.
Yeah, he does.
Now you got to realize the pens he makes are like not even in the same book as the pens that I was giving away.
He makes some quality. Quality.
All went for quantity, not quality.
Yeah, I just had to have 100 pens. Have y'all noticed, and maybe it's not this way where you live, there used to be things that they gave away for free, and one of the things my mom was telling me she missed was book matches. Nobody gives away book matches anymore. They used to even have them at our local farmers co-op. They'd have a brand new box of them sitting on the counter every time you went in there. Nobody gives away book matches. Well, I've traded trucks here recently, and I can't hardly find very many businesses that give away keychains. Used to, like insurance companies or something like that, give away keychains. No. You know why? Nobody has keys anymore.
Key. Oh, yeah.
And
Paul, did you see what Angie said, Paul? Paul asked who I was, and I told him I'm the one everyone sings to.
Yeah,
Love Angie.
Tony, do you ever sing to your wife?
Never. I don't even sing.
Come on, I know you must.
Hey, you know what I always tell her? I said, babe, you just look delicious today. And she cracks up going to work.
That'll work, right?
Here's the deal. When I get up early in the morning to walk the dog and to walk her. I not walk her out. She gets in the car. I go to the gate, open the gate, unlock it. I give her my little smack in the morning, and I try to make her laugh. My thing is to make her laugh every day when she goes to work and when she comes home. Wait a minute. There we go.
I need one of those.
And that's always just been. I've always been that way. Even when she's home, when she's home, I want to make her smile or laugh.
Yeah,
it's a joy to me.
I was just bringing that up. That's the reason I wound up with those pins. We were looking into getting some custom keychains made, or I was thinking about trying to make them myself out of a piece of wood that I'd cut and a wood burning kit or whatever.
Shayla got you a keychain, Paul.
Yeah,
now that means, Shayla, you have to get all of us in here a keychain now. Don't forget to bring it with you to Pinecone Fest.
I'm not going to make it to Pinecone Fest, so they'd have to
all y'all who are coming to Pinecone Fest. But Shayla can give it to Paul. You know,
there'd been several times when we had ordered them pins with something on them, church name or whatever, and Nita said, "Well, why don't we just do pins?" And I'm like, "Well, we've got 3 weeks. Do you think we can get them here by then?" She said, "I don't know. Order them." So we did.
You know what I thought was really cool? I met Shayla and Dakota up at Pinecone Fest. No, I mean at 10 Killer. Everybody had to do a crock pot, whatever they're making. They literally was making theirs over a fire on a fire pit, burning wood right by where the canopy, whatever it's called, right there. And they made all their stuff and then put it in the crock pot and then plugged it in. I thought that was so cool. It was over fire. They were making it right there. I was impressed. I was like, yes, I love that.
Yeah.
I got to be a taste tester on that and their chili contest, and I'm like, well, here's how you do this. You burn the devil out of your tongue to where you can't taste anything on the first one. You just guess on the rest of them. That's how I roll, you know. Yeah. Jerry Butler was right ahead of me. He said, "Wow, that one was really hot," and I'm like, "Yeah, just the skin on my tongue's missing now, you know." I had a guy come by my place, a neighbor of mine. He called me.
Did it grow back? Did this skin grow back on your tongue?
Yeah, I'm all good now.
It's scar tissue now.
Yeah, you can't burn scar tissue off. My neighbor, his son is getting married or something, and he was wanting some basically pieces of firewood that were 10 or 12 inches across and 16 inches long. So I'm like, well, I can fix you up with that. We'll cut them and have them here, and they'll be here out in front of the mill. You can come pick up however many of them you want, you know. And I happened to be here when he came. Well, he had lost his wife about 2 years ago to cancer, and his name's Bob. And I said, Bob, how you doing? He said, I'm doing real good. He always talks slow. And I said, those look like that. Those are perfect, he says. And you know, I really believe, Tony, if you can get somebody to laugh, you got a chance.
Yeah.
And he and I have bounced jokes off each other for years. When we'd see each other, he used to sell me tires and stuff, and I'd have something I could tell him, you know. So it's been a little harder to get him to laugh though since he buried his wife, and so I told him the one about Jim and how Jim had so many siblings, and this came from ranching Sodak. Jim had a lot of siblings when they was growing up, and they was poor. They was so poor, Mom didn't have anything to fix them to eat, so she just set them all down and read them a recipe out of a Betty Crocker cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already like, yeah. And I said, one of Jim's brothers almost starved to death before they figured out he couldn't hear. And he laughed and laughed and laughed about that. And he said,
Rock on, heck yeah.
I don't even have one for you. I said, that's all right. You'll have one next time. And this evening, the last thing that I did, I've been planning a purchase for a while, and I've got a bunch of dirt work to do. My folks told me there are 40 acres where their house is, and it's never had the bulldoze rows fixed in it. And they're been piled up for 50 years like they are right now. There's no trees growing in them. It's just too rough to even drive over. And my son's wanting to do a little pond cleaning. So I'd located a Mini X. Actually, the guy that had the mini excavator for sale's not about 10 miles from me. And his dad is the one I bought the sawmill that I'm still using from. And
wow.
I just called. I went over and looked at it, and I told him, I said, well, I'll be back next week and I'll buy it from you. Okay. And he's a young guy. He's actually 6 years younger than me, and he lost his wife. And she passed away about.
I'm sorry. I'm reading what Angie's written. I'm so sorry about
anyway,
that.
my
Paul.
friend had lost his wife about 3 years ago, maybe, and he's got 2 boys still living at home. He's raising and everything. And
how old are they, Paul?
That one of them is old enough to be on his own, but the other one's still in school.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but he must have laughed 3 times while we was there. We was just talking about what we had in common and what's going on. And he custom bales hay for a living, part of his living. And I'm like, well, I can level with you there. I know about some of those headaches. And guys, if you can make somebody laugh, you got a chance.
I think smiles. I think making people smile and laugh. I think if everybody can do that with everybody, I mean, look at us. We're having a blast. I met, but I mean, we don't know each other, but we're having a blast. If we could, everybody could do this in the whole world, it would be so much better.
Yeah, it don't even matter if you're rooting for LSU. We can still be friends.
Who?
LSU.
Hey, in case you don't know over there, because you're in a whole nother country from over here, there's 2 football teams in our state, and we have a lot of trouble making up our mind which one we like.
And there's 2 football teams in this state too. Sure. Oh, there's actually 3. Three here.
Yeah.
I don't watch football on television. I'd rather be at the actual field.
I don't watch TV hardly at all. I've got so many friends that's putting out YouTube videos.
I know it.
And get all of them.
It's
And then I got things that I really do like to watch. I still watch all of what Farmer Tyler Ranch puts out, and I don't know why.
Mom does
I'm so intrigued by what he does because he's all the way at the other end of the country.
The other day,
Yeah.
The thing that impresses me about him, I didn't know that was that many normal. Anybody was normal out that
In
direction.
California. Yeah. Well,
Why be normal, y'all?
He may not be normal. He might be
Oh.
just putting it on for the camera. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but
no. People who put it on for the camera don't have clothes like he wears. Just look at his clothes. You can tell he's already been all dirty before he even turns the camera on. Just about
that's right.
who's this now?
Right.
Farmer
Tyler
Tyler Ranch.
Okay, I know who that is. Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, he's got a big channel. I don't so much like the bigs more than the smalls, but he makes really good videos. I
Right.
got a guy over in
Can you
Ohio.
drop that in chat for anybody who wants to check it out?
I could, but I don't know how. I'm computer
Get
illiterate.
her done.
I'm only here by the gift of God.
Hey, I'm lucky I can edit a
I'm
video.
only human.
I drop links.
My oldest son had to show me how to find somewhere I could edit a video. He says, "Never mind, I'll just make it an app on your phone. You can find that, right?" And I'm like,
Hey,
so,
when my kid, I'll text my kids. I said, "Hey, something's not working right on the computer." They go, "Dad, quit pushing buttons." Well, they live 50 miles away, so they have to drive here, and they'll come over and look at the computer and hit one button and say, "There you go," and they go back home. So they drive 100 miles to hit a button. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a clue.
I have my daughter Mallory is about like that with me. When I get something I don't know, here comes Mallory to the rescue.
Yep, I don't know. I'm just. I hear everybody say you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to go to desktop, you got to go. What's a desktop? I don't have a clue. I just figured that out. I've been on a computer for 15 years. I didn't know that was called desktop. I don't know. I'm just being dumb, I guess.
no,
I'm the same way with some of it.
there's some other things I found really useful to have a young person around, and anymore that's to climb my ladder on my feed bin. Dakota came in.
Yep.
You sure do make that look easy. I think it might have been that easy for me at one time, but now not so much.
You're saying we built this house. It's been here about 9 years, 10 years. There's a lemon on an oak tree right out that window that's been dangling for 10 years. And I look at it all the time like, about 15 years ago, I could climb that tree and I know darn well I can cut that limb off. Now, no, we got to dial 911 because I'm falling out of the tree. Can't do it. And the thing is I used to love climbing trees. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go to the top and I was a monkey, but not now.
Yeah. Well,
Look,
Tony, I can say it this way. I ain't what I once was, but I sure ain't what I'm going to be either.
that's a song, Paul, isn't it?
Part of it.
Oh my God, yeah. All right, you
Yeah,
see
it
that?
is.
You see what she's highlighting? All right, last year, last year I brought the camper down the driveway. It's in the springtime. I was washing the roof and getting ready to prep it down. It was 2 years ago because I had my left knee was replaced. I'm on the roof, I'm washing, and I went to go step down, and I didn't hear the ladder had moved down a little bit. I could not lean over. If the camper's here, the roof's here, I had the ladder like this. I could not put my leg over to get down. It hurt too much. If I had the ladder as like a Y, like you're supposed to have a ladder set like this, I could have done it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get down, so I called my neighbor and called my wife, and they're all laughing at me because I can't get off the roof of my camper. Finally, my neighbor says, "Hey, I've got a friend. He's right down the road. Is it okay if I give him your code number, your gate to come on in?" And he did. And so when the guy shows up, he goes, "Do you mind if I take a picture of this?" I said, "You set the ladder so it's like this so I can get down." I couldn't get down. I was literally laying on the roof because my leg was shot. It was like maybe 6 months after surgery. I couldn't get off.
It was the original one of those where the person's looking on their phone at something and they're like, oh, honey, you got to see this. And then it shows the guy behind him laying on the ground, passed out. And he's like, oh, yeah, 911.
So every once in a while, my friend, which is a real close friend of ours, he always says, "Hey, do you need help off the roof?" I will never let that down. I know. Well,
Yeah.
he said, "Can I take a picture?" I said, "Go ahead, just fix the ladder so I can get down."
But after he took his picture.
Exactly.
There's a sign in my dentist's office over in Miami that says, in case of fire, please exit the building before posting it on social media.
Oh my goodness. I've heard
That's
it
funny.
all.
Yeah. If
But
there's a
hey,
fire,
that is about the truth, though. It is just that bad.
oh, there's
Yeah,
a fire. We better put that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Dakota, I'm seeing you say something here about 33 years computers. I tell you right now that I have only been on computers been here 8 years, 9, maybe 10 years max. My last phone, which is only a year ago, was a dumb phone, had no internet.
Mm.
This phone, because AT&T said, "Hey, we're getting rid of dumb phones. You're going to have to upgrade." I told them that, all right, well, I need a phone. They said, "Well, it's going to cost you." So no, cancel my deal. I'm not paying for a phone. You're changing me. You give me a phone. They end up giving me this. It's like no, actually, they gave me a cheap phone. I didn't like it. I went to Pure Talk after, and that's what I've got now. But I didn't like phones. I don't like.
We've kind of went around with AT&T too, but we're still with them. I don't know why.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, we have mine's a Samsung. Now I heard that they're offering the iPhone. iPhone, is there a 16 or maybe 15?
16 is a new one. It's just come out.
It's either 15, 16 through it's Pure Talk, and I have it. Our phone. Yeah, you're right, babe. It was a crack phone. This phone here, what we have, what Angie and I have right now, we have 15. Is it gigabytes or 15? We can use 15 something. I never wear out my internet. I don't, but it costs $35 a phone a month. Plus
Wow.
Do
that.
you get limited?
Unlimited. I mean, it says it's worth 15. Is it gigabytes or 15 something? That's how stupid I am. I don't have a clue.
Welcome to my world.
It's 15 something. I mean, I've done several video lives a week. I'm on it all the time. I stream all day long watching people's videos in my top pocket. I'm listening and I comment. And I never have used up 50. Angie said 15 milliturds. It's 15 something,
Yeah.
but ours is $35 a month.
How much?
35 a month.
You know how much, which I pay for
That's
me,
a good deal.
Jessica, my 3 kids, my mama, my daddy, and Jessica's got a watch, and we have an iPad on it. I pay $500 a month for cell phone.
Oof, no.
You have to get a family plan,
I
right?
want.
That is.
Is that the
That's
best
what I
one?
know.
Do you have one of those brand new trucks sitting in your driveway with that big payment and the
I pay
insurance?
my truck
He
note goes
can't afford that big truck. He's paying for phones right now.
And all you can do is sit and look at it because it's so pretty, you know.
That's right.
No.
I'm telling you.
Just go to Pure Talk. And Angie was against this, but we were paying, or actually I was paying like $140 a month with AT&T. And it was not unlimited. I went to this thing. And
Can you write it in chat? Is it PUR or PURE?
Pure Talk, I don't.
This guy don't
Yeah,
even know if
Angie.
it's 15 Milo turds. Don't ask him.
Yeah, don't ask me.
Angie.
Google Pure Talk. Guarantee will pull it up.
Angie, write it in. There it is. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, that's there.
Jenny thinks
Here,
it.
babe. There you go. There's on the bottom. She's got it.
Yeah, look at it. Pure talk.
Now, they actually offer for like senior citizens. They don't use the phone that much. It's even cheaper, like 20 something bucks a month.
Yeah.
For very low. You don't get that with other people.
Yeah, but I pay for internet too.
See, our internet is that wire. What the hell is that wire called?
What's that wire called?
Yeah, what's that wire called? That fast stuff?
Cable.
Fiber optic.
Yeah, that one there. Yeah, whoever said fiber optic. Yeah.
Fiber optic. Jenny.
Here's a story about that. A year and a half ago, we had the AT&T hotspot. It would take me like 4 hours to upload a video to YouTube. We went to fiber optic. It went straight on down. Yeah, there you go. Fiber optic went straight away down to like 15 minutes or less to upload it instantly. But they had to run almost 600 feet of fiber optic to get to my house.
Mhm.
Well, that's what we have. We have
Ooh.
at our house. We have fiber optic, and that's what we
right.
have here at Burger Force. But I
Mhm.
mean, the fiber optic is like it's fast. We like
Yep.
it, and it's
Yep.
not that expensive. People around here that's paying for like the AT&T internet stuff, and they're paying $100 a month or close to it. So we pay $79 a month. That's what I pay for my fiber optic.
I think ours is like 69 or something like that. Then, of course, you got taxes and stuff. But
Ours is just 79. I'm sure taxes is figured in, but that's just when I get my bill, it says pay $79. And that's what I pay.
right.
Not a
I
penny.
live so far out in the middle of nowhere. We only have choice of about 3 companies. Well, we only have like 2 because we have so many trees that a lot of the satellite stuff won't even work at our house.
Right.
So when they come up with this fiber optic, we jumped on it.
Yeah.
We got the same thing here, but it's fiber
Yeah.
optic, but it's Bolt Fiber is the name of ours, and it comes to us through our electric company.
Ours
is too. Ours is Volt, VOLT through our
Yeah.
electric.
My ours is,
Bolt,
you may know.
VOLT, like lightning bolt. But when we got in on the ground floor with it, and we had to put like $100 deposit down, and that would cover the cost of them putting it in our house. And then we waited 2 years before they was actually able to get it to us. And but it's really good. Well, I haven't seen the misery circle on anybody here tonight. You know.
When they first, yeah, I know what you're talking about. When they first said, well, there'd be no problem. We could run it to your house right off from the pole up front. I said, okay, but you don't understand. There's concrete all around my home. One thing, I've got porches, wraparound porches, my driveway, where the yard is. And they said, well, when a guy shows up, he'll know what to do. When he showed up, he looked at my place. He goes, oh, we got a different creature here. He goes, all right, where else you got roads going? And he actually followed a road that I made through the woods that wrapped around north of the house, that I had a shortcut that went through the woods that came back south to the house. I mean, it would have been only about 180 feet. It turned into 600 feet to wrap all the way through the woods, the roads I've made to come back to the house. It was the same price. I
That's
can't
like
remember what the price was, like $150 or something to start it out, and that was it.
Well, I've had this saying that I've used for years now, and it's worked very well for me, and so I'm going to say it now. I'll tell you a story, and then I've got to go.
Uh-oh, hold on, guys. He's fixing to go. He's going to flip off the button like
Down the rabbit hole. I'm going to tell you a story, and then I got to go. Here we go.
all right.
When my wife and I first got married, I had bought my grandparents' farm from my dad, and we lived in a house that my grandparents had built in 1939 before there was electric out here. But they had a phone line to it, and at one point we added another one, and they didn't have to do anything but come out and hook it up because there was already cable there enough for it. And so we had internet by phone, dial up, you know what it does.
Oh, yeah.
And lightning struck a walnut tree in our yard and blowed up the underground cable and killed our old phone number, which had been my grandmother's phone number. And so we switched over and went to using the other one. And then everybody that needed to call me called my mom and dad to find out what my new phone number was. And they threatened me then within an inch of my life, if I ever changed my phone number again, they'd kill me.
Mm.
And these are the people who brought me into this world and can take me out. And I still believe that. We had that landline phone, and I had built a new house across the road from my folks and a little bit west where my oldest son lives now. And we were gonna not put a phone line to that house. And I got to the point where we was getting pretty close, and I told Nita, I said, I'm sick of this bill from AT&T for that phone and for your phone. And I had a cell phone, one of those Nokias that didn't fold up, that's about that long.
The antenna pulls out.
Yeah, you had to pull the antenna out, and the numbers rubbed off real quick. You got the idea. And I could never hear nothing on it. And so she says, well, I'll call them and find out what the deal is. And so I'm in the house one day, and this is like 3 days later, and I know she's had numerous conversations with them and telling them that we'd like to shut our landline off and get a cell phone with that number because my parents would kill me if I changed my phone number. And she's told the lady on the phone this at least once. And I could hear the lady on the phone going, well, we can't do that, ma'am. But there was lots of people out there that had a cell phone with a Miami landline number on it. And I said, honey, they know they can do that. They just don't want to. And the lady says, no, we can't do that. I'm on my way out the door, and I said, Nita, just tell them to shut the whole stupid thing off. There, that'll get me killed, and I won't have to worry about it.
There you go.
And I heard when Anita told her that, or Nita didn't even tell her that, she heard me say it. And I heard her say to my wife over the phone, let's not get hasty now.
Hey, I just looked in my drawer. I just found the old phone that I had for years.
See it. Let's see it.
Tiny.
Oh, BlackBerry.
Oh,
Yeah, I had
It's not
BlackBerry.
BlackBerry. Angie called that Crackberry, but it's AT&T's Crackberry.
Yeah.
This is no internet. This is my last phone I had before this other one.
Well, that was the thing that I got into with the AT&T people. They said, well, you'll have to go to Walmart and buy one of these phones that's branded AT&T and call us back the next day with the numbers on the SIM card or whatever. And Anita did that and got it all lined out. And so then I had a flip phone. I really liked my flip phone. It worked really good. I could keep from tearing it up.
Yeah,
that was my worry with this thing. It's got this glass screen on it, and I'm going to have it busted because I wear it in my pocket, and I'm always working on stuff, leaning on stuff, or rolling over underneath of it or whatever. And I've been really impressed with this one, but she outfitted me with an OtterBox, and I think that's saved it several times. But I wore out at least 4 of those flip phones. And you don't know that they're going to quit until they quit. One of them, the hinge on it squeaked when I'd open it up for over a year before the thing gave up. It was like, as somebody said, is that your phone that made that noise? I said, yeah, it's begging for mercy. Open it up, And so we did get them to put my phone to that, but then I still owned that house for like 3 or 4 years after that. And AT&T, when it was Southwestern Bell, had actually put the phone box at the road inside of my gate opening to get in the driveway. And
Phone box at the road.
Yeah, there's a steel box where all their line connections are at the road in front of every house. And so they left that there because who knows what's going to happen in the future, and you can't get them to come and get rid of it. And I owned a semi at one time, and we had to have that real estate where that box was so I could get in my driveway.
Semi as an 18-wheeler, Paul?
Yeah.
Was it a Mack or a Peterbilt?
Mine was a white. It was old.
White.
I know.
That's old.
But you couldn't get in my driveway with a normal 24-foot stock trailer behind a pickup without hitting
Mhm.
that box. And so I quit trying to not hit it. I'd run over it every time I come in.
You got her done.
I had asked them to move it
Easy.
because it was always in the road and was always a problem. And they said, no, we can't move it. They wanted me to pay them $10,000 to move that. And I said, no, but it'll cost you $10,000 sending a guy out here to fix that every time I run over it. And this is what my
Ooh.
dad said, Baptist deacon. He
Okay,
is,
How
he
how
has
come
some,
we can't hear?
and you can't buy this kind of wisdom. What my dad says was, get your backhoe and go out there and dig a little hole behind it and just tip it over in a hole and cover it up.
Cover up. Yeah.
You quit having trouble. That thing's still there. There's been another guy living in that house for 15 years now, and that phone box is still there.
So that's what you did. You pushed it over and buried it.
No, I just kept running over it.
Okay.
They would come out and fix it sometimes and put a black plastic bag over it and paint
Yeah.
lines on the bag, and I'm like, that junk will be hanging on my stock trailer, you know.
Proud to say he used payphones. Man, when I was growing up, that's what we had. We had a, what do you call it? A calling card. So when I was out, if I had issues, I had to find a payphone and call with use the calling card to call on a payphone. And let me tell you, you better be bleeding and having an emergency before you use that calling card. Because it costs to use it.
Well, I promise you I'd tell you a story and then I got to go. So I got to go. Good night, y'all. Been a lot of
Peace.
fun.
Paul,
Thank you. Thank you, Paul. We always
Don't
love
take-
having you.
No, don't take any wooden nickels. That's my advice for the day.
get
Y'all have a good night.
All
You
right,
too.
Paul. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Oh, mercy. Oh, man.
All right. I don't want to end it either, but it's getting close to 11 here, and I know I'm getting ready to go to bed. I know Angie is too.
Well, I got all
Yeah.
night, but like I said, I just jumped on just because. And I appreciate all y'all jumping on with it.
Well, you're very welcome. We all love you, and I gotta drive another 2 hours, y'all. So
All right.
I'm not.
Well,
You be careful, Jenny.
Hey,
Thank
Trey,
you.
Yeah,
go
Tony.
to my about page and find my email. Email me, give me your number, and I'll shoot one back to you. Just
Okay.
Trey on there.
And
Yeah.
Trey, you can give Angie and Tony mine. You could text them mine too, so they have it.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
It's okay with me. It's okay with me. Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
All right.
All right, everybody. And what's he say? Yep. Good night. I'm watching else. All right. Hey, Dakota and Shayla, have a great night.
You might be watching the wrong thing to figure that out, Dakota.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go.
All right, Tony. I appreciate it.
Everybody have a good night.
Good night, y'all.
Good night tonight.
Good night. Good night, Trey. Good night,
Good night,
Tony.
Jenny.
Angie, Paul, all y'all's.
Mm.
Y'all be sweet.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. So,
All right.
all right. Well, guys, I appreciate everybody that jumped on. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to be on here for almost 3 hours, but we were. So here we are. And still 13 people on here. It may be some multiple channels, but I appreciate it. I gotta get my reading glasses back on. It's heck getting old. I'm telling you, or getting older. I ain't old still. So I had a motorcycle wreck years ago, and I hit my head on the blacktop, and it busted my helmet. And ever since then, my eyes have just been going down, down, down. So, but anyway, guys, yeah, thank you, Laurie. But good night, guys, and I hope to catch y'all on the next one, and possibly we may do this Monday night after Dakota and Shayla. I may jump on at 9 o'clock and do another one. So if we do, hope everybody will join, and we'll see y'all guys. Thank y'all.